It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. On the heels of AEW Dynasty, the Go Home Show, mixed tag match, Moxley and Marina Shafir against Swerve and Willow. Thomas Tony Storm takes on Penelope Ford. Will Osprey returns. Colt takes on Claudio, and we have the brackets revealed for the men's and women's Owen Hart tournament. Make sure you stomp that subscribe button. Thunder driver that thumbs up, back elbow that bell, and vote on the poll. It's Wednesday. Let's get to Dynamite. AEW Dynamite. It's Wednesday. The Go Home Show for Dynasty. The Owen Hart brackets are revealed. Will Osprey returns. We got a tag team tornado match. Tony Storm in action. But let's bring up my guy, my co-host. He's been waiting for me patiently. Long finest, Wrestling the Pod. You know the name. You know the game. The one, the only, Long Island's finest. Your favorite villain. A Coke boy. A Bronx bomber with the torpedo bag. What's up, bro?
Right now we're down. Right now we're down 4-0. I'm losing. My blood pressure is rising. And I mean, skyrocketing. I don't understand how we're getting these bombs like this. As fucking AEW starts off with none other than the mixed gender tag match. Jesus,
how you feeling about
Christmas.
that? How you feeling about that? Any thoughts on the show tonight? Anything you want to say?
Honestly, as I look for my headphones that I just dropped.
No, it's okay. It's all good.
Honestly, this is the only match that I'm like genuinely excited about.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of them are like meh to me. But hopefully we get a good show. Dynamite looks to be out of the 2 pay-per-views to watch this year besides House of Glory. Dynasty looks like the better one out of the 2. So whether you're buying it or pirating it, at least the Dynasty pay-per-view looks to be a little bit more intact. I was going to do my quick picks. I keep falling in and out of this focus here of wrestling. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We got the Yankees down 4-0 against these fucking Diamondbacks. It's raining. I have no idea what are we going to do to come back right now. We're at the top of the 4th. Rodon's pitching like he's trying to save his life out there, and he's not saving shit. The Orioles are down 0-3 right now, top of the 7th, unfortunately for you. But, yeah. Well, Swerve's already beating the shit out of Moxley.
Yeah, I think they're going to lose today. Sox probably got us today. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
It's all good.
You and I are going to feel the same pain tonight. We're going to feel 2 losses.
Yeah.
See, my biggest concern with this mixed gender match is that this is a one and done, and we're not going to get anything from Marina or Willow after this when we should. Like, clearly Willow's been in this Death Riders story in some capacity, and it's like, if they're going to be at least in the Owen Hart Cup, then fine. Because at least they have a chance to fight each other one-on-one again. But I don't want this just to be a one and done. Like, I genuinely would like to see something out of this between the two, because we I can't really recall the last time I've seen Marina Shafir in a wrestling match.
Yeah,
Like
you probably haven't.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's bad. That's bad.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, she's a mute, like I said, so I would love her to see, some of these people do more than just not talk.
Yeah, but like the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like the fuck.
I know. It is what it is. I don't even know. Let's bring up Leo. But Leo's here. Flex on statistician. You kick it with Leo. Liv Morgan's number one. What's up, man?
It's good.
Nothing. How you feeling, Leo? Dynamite tonight. Another Wednesday.
Yeah, man. It's another Wednesday, another AEW. All I'm hoping is they give us a good show as we head into Sunday. That's all I'm looking for. Will I get it? Probably not, but I'm not going to hold my breath.
Wolf, you don't need to join. We already know you're writing the show. We already know that you know what's going to happen with the show. Just enjoy your prayer. Don't worry about coming on tonight. It's all right.
What's up, Wolf? Yeah, what's up, everybody in your chat? Alex, what is going on?
So I just got MLB 25 on the box, on the Xbox, because I have a gift card for Xbox. I have not played it. I have installed it today. Like I have reinstalled COD, and I have reinstalled Fortnite on Xbox as well. So all that stuff is being installed as we speak. Call of Duty's new season has started. I'm trying to get back to the Call of Duty grind. Verdansk comes back tomorrow. What's tomorrow's schedule look like for me and you, baseball wise? All right, you're a day game. Yeah, you're a day game. I am
freaking day games. I mean, I like them, but I hate when I'm at home. I hate when I can't watch them.
Dang, it's got me like
I'm a night game. All right, so I'm a night game. It's all right. I'll just watch it on my phone while playing COD.
I was like, Lord. And I'm like, I got to sit through Dynamite. Let me take a nap. It's like, I just can't.
Yeah, no, listen, take a nap. It's going to help you out.
Yeah, I took a nap, so I'm okay right now. Plus, I got to get up dumbass early tomorrow. Oh, gosh, it's going to be a long day.
That's what I got to do next Tuesday for a meeting for work. On my off day, I got to wake up at I literally got to wake up at 5 or like 4:45 to get to the warehouse by 7. And it's an hour drive. So by the time I wake up, feed the dog, feed the cat, let them out, let them back in, warm up the car, drive the hour, and it'll already be like 6:45 by the time I get there. And I'm going on my off day too. It's not like I'm going there and
when you gotta go. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah,
I'm going on. It's either I could go on my off day or I can do it on a Thursday, stupid early in the morning. Start there, which means we won't finish the day till 9-ish at the branch, which means I would have to then drive another hour and a half to my first store. So now we're talking about 11 a.m. starting my actual work day, which means I wouldn't be done with work Thursday till 7:30 at night. I'm not doing
it. 10 p.m.
Yeah, exactly. No thanks. Yeah, so I'll just go Tuesday. I'll get it over with. That's all.
Don't work in corporate America, Leo.
Wednesday.
Don't work in corporate America, Leo. Don't work in corporate America, Leo.
Don't work. Well, listen, if you work for corporate America, work for Coke America. All right? Coke will treat you nice. I finally had a fight to get my vacation pay. I saw how much I'm getting.
Oh, nice.
God bless the fucking Coca-Cola USA, baby.
Well, I'm glad you're getting it, man. You deserve to. I think you should get that. It's not like it's not yours,
Yeah, well, what happened was when I had 2 days left of my sick time. So when I got the incident with the blood clot, they used my 2 sick days to pay me. So I got 4 days of paid time off out of 5. So one day was under a thing called FMLA, family medical leave and absences, but it also covers your job from getting written up for disciplinary action.
Right.
So I took off from that Thursday that I was leaving the hospital, really Friday I left the hospital, but the Thursday that I was in the hospital to the following Thursday. But I didn't qualify because it was supposed to be like a 10-day period to do the medical disability, which would have been some of my paycheck. It would have only added up to about $200. That's like a fourth of my fucking paycheck. I'm like, I don't want $2. I want my 900 that I get every fucking week here, people. Like, what am I supposed to do with $2? Fucking go to McDonald's?
That.
Yeah, they can keep the $2.50. Like, tell them to keep it. So, fucking whatchamacallit. Yeah, so I did the FMLA to cover me for my disciplinary action. My bosses weren't going to write me up to begin with because they know, like, I wasn't out in fucking Bermuda hanging out on a vacay spot. You know what I mean? Like, I was dying and fighting for my life over there. So then when I came back and then I took more time off, I used it again, but I only needed it for the 3 days because the following week was my vacation. So what they did was they kept the first case open into my vacation. So they tried to work it where my vacation pay wouldn't come, and I'd have to take another vacation down the road, which I don't want to do. I already did it. Like, let me just go and work. But I would have only gotten paid like the $2 for all of that time off, and then that's it. And I'm like, that's like fucking nothing. I'm like, who the fuck's gonna take $2 anywhere? Like, I can't even get gas for $2. Like, what am I gonna do with that? Wipe my ass with it? So I had to fight for a couple days during the vacation and after to get my vacation pay. And then I found out Tuesday morning that I was getting it. And I said, all right, cool. And then I just saw how much I was getting and I was like, perfect. That's what I wanted. I'm happy I got it. So,
I hate AEW's merch now, but that Swerve shirt is pretty nice.
Swerve shirt's pretty nice, but I think me and you, I'm gonna get it. When is the pre-orders done for that WWE mask?
I think they're still going on. I don't think the mask actually ships till like May though. WWE, they take your money and then you don't get it until like 6 months later.
All right, hold on.
Just like the Penta mask, that's not shipping.
Bro, next time I do a watch along with Jugs and we have to do a best of WrestleMania. Next time I'm telling him we're gonna have to do 50-50.
What did he pick?
So he wants me to, so pretty much we're gonna go back and watch through some different WrestleManias, right?
Yeah.
I'm literally doing the spin the wheel over here. I'm literally having to get every match from every WrestleMania.
Really?
Yes. From WrestleMania number 1 all the way to WrestleMania 40. I'm only on 25 for crying out loud.
You better than me, man. Better than me.
Bro, I feel like I've been sitting here for hours. I'm on a deadline here.
I just talked to Jugs too. Told me he's going to Bulls game Friday.
Yeah.
He was like, the SmackDown more than the Rumble tickets. I said, I bet. Chicago, they're going to take all the money they can get.
They taking all the money, bro. I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
So that we wouldn't be getting it until June sometime.
I hate that though. It's like, why you gotta take my money and I'm not gonna get it till like 3 months later or 2 months later? What is it, like $100?
100 for the two.
Oh,
yeah.
So $50.
But it's free. It's free shipping.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually do like the mask. It's.
I do like the mask too. That's what I'm saying. Is like, it's
You
worth
talking
it.
about the
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see what I look like at the end. Oh my god!
The Grande Americano mask. Well, I like the Penta mask too. But...
So yeah, Byron. What I'll do is I'll see what it looks like at the end of the month, where I'm at, and then as long as I'm good on my side, and I can grab the two, then I'll grab the two.
Hey man, we could definitely do something. You know, we could do something fun.
Yeah. Because from now on, I'll just be wearing that every time we do a stream.
We gotta like do a stream. Well, the first thing we gotta do like a show just with the mask on for like an hour. Just talking wrestling, two dudes with a mask looking like some geeks. Just putting out clips like, who are these two geeks in a mask? Like, we got nothing better to do. Why not? Oh, shoot.
Rodon just got fucking pegged in his fucking mitt arm by a fucking 90-mile-an-hour fastball. It's fucking raining, and this guy has no fucking coat or anything on. He's out there with short sleeves. He's a fucking gangster right here.
Oh, man. That's funny.
Yeah, so Rusev signed with the WWE.
Not surprised. I figured he would be coming back. Probably.
I'm so excited. Can you hear the excitement in my voice, guys?
I mean, I'm intrigued to see how they book all these people. They have a lot of people to book.
Dude, you know what's funny, Bald Bro, when he was on the podcast, if you think about it, and this is totally his idea, this is not my idea at all, is the fact that he said it best. WWE is buying TNA. Like, if we're going to be honest here, that's what is the inevitable future with this whole TKO corporation. So what'll happen is WWE will be the big platform. So you'll either be on Raw, you'll be on SmackDown. NXT and Evolve will be your like developmental. TNA will be your like last stop before we're being cut, in a sense.
Right. I could see that. Because then they were on every day of the week, basically.
Right. Because LFG is just a show to see who's coming up. TNA is the show where it's already been pre-done. It's a pre-made show already. They already have their own talent. Now it'll become WWE talent.
Yeah.
And then if you can make it there, then you maybe will show up at NXT. And if you do good in NXT, then you'll show up on a Raw or SmackDown. And if you suck or there's nothing for you, you go back down to NXT.
Or go to main event.
There, you suck there, then you go to Evolve. And then if you can't bring in numbers,
or you get to Evolve,
then you go back to TNA. And if you suck at TNA as well, then guess what? You could be on Tony Khan's roster. And that's it. Or you could do what Swerve and this Booker T beef's going on, what Swerve said, which is you can be making a lot of money just on the indie scene. I mean, if you look at somebody that became very successful on the indie scene right now currently is Mike Santana. Mike Santana, since his release from AEW, has been on a world tour besides Cardona as being one of the lead people of the indie scene. Like, you see how successful he is.
Yeah,
Mike
Matt
Santana
Cardona
is following in those footsteps.
Once they announce them, Eric, I'll put them on the screen. Once I get the brackets, I'll put them up. I got you.
You know what I mean? Like, Santana is following in the Cardona footsteps that Cardona's already paved out by being an indie god. Now that Matt Cardona's on the top of the level, Santana's going to be following suit right there. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a whole bunch of great other talented indie professionals. There's people from GCW, from MLW, from OVW, up and coming talent from CZW, SPO even. Like, there's so much talent in the indie scene that if worst case scenario you do get cut from WWE, you do have 1,001 places to go. There's 80 different promotions in this wrestling business that's counting televised and non-televised promotions.
They ain't winning the pay-per-view.
So
are they about to do a stupid
spot? Become a WWE superstar.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with almost everything Dylan said except the talent, I guess. The one person. I think rather than Santana, I think it's Ali.
Ali's another great example.
Yeah,
Ali's doing great.
Ali
Shelton Benjamin was doing great on the indies. Hijack's doing great on the indies.
Oh, he's been killing it. I would say
Hijack's doing great on the indies. You know, somebody doing great on the indies. Main Event is doing great on the indies. We got fucking Bloodsport. It's become now a part of the WrestleMania weekend.
Oh, hey, yo.
So much shit.
Oh, he didn't do that. Oh, no.
Paradigm shift on the Willow.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
It's
Alright,
like
this
WWE 2K, Leo. This is what you do every day, right? You're intergender wrestling. There you go. You geeks, all you freaks out
But you
there
know
want to
what,
see
you
men
know
hit
what-
women. There you go. You women
All you
beaters
fucks
who
that
beat up
took your
women on
monster, go home
2K
and beating your
and
wives.
make
Here you
videos
go.
about it. You degenerates. This is what you want to see. Oh man.
Moxley's gonna sleep on the couch today.
Oh yeah, Moxley will not be welcomed into the Moxley house spot by Renee after that.
No, he'll be welcome. He'll just sleep on the couch.
Look, like Eric just said, Blake Fish was another big guy on the Indies.
You know who else is gonna have a bright future based off what we did see with her match recently against Mercedes? Indy Hartwell. She is going to be somebody I think people need to look out for because she has everything to succeed. I really think she does.
Yep.
And I think it was a failed opportunity on WWE's part for not capitalizing and realizing how good she realistically can be.
Honestly, in all honesty, and I said this. I said
Oh
this to
yeah,
somebody the
Wheeler
other
won a
night,
match.
and I think I'm gonna say it to you guys too. I think I'm changing my wrestling thing to something else. I think I'm gonna start
Your
covering
name?
indie shit.
The name of your podcast? We're changing it?
No. I'm gonna keep the
Oh,
name
oh,
and everything.
oh.
I'm not gonna. I mean, I'll still cover like AEW and like
Like what you're gonna do on
WWE,
your
but
channel.
I think I'm gonna mostly cover indie shit going forward.
That's
Like-
not a problem. I think that's a good thing because you will stand out amongst like wrestling fans as a whole because you know like a lot of them do cover like WWE, AEW, TNA, and and stuff
Everybody
like
does.
that. So the fact that you are stepping out and kind of doing something different, you will. You have my support, man. Go for it.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Like I'll still do my quick picks for like the shows on the weekly basis and everything else. But like I think podcast wise, if I do podcast episodes and shit like that, I'll be covering more indie shit than anything else.
All right.
Because I think I'm creating another channel now for gaming and baseball and TV and shit.
Now we're in the year of 2010. Nice. I have to get this done by tonight. I feel like I'm in school again where we have a project
So
due
you're
literally.
putting matches from each mania, you said?
Yes, I have to get one for every single Mania. I'm
Oh,
only on
geez.
WrestleMania 26.
You are dedicated.
And I have to have it done by the end of tonight. I feel like I'm in school again. We have to have those projects done by end of midnight or those papers.
Jugs isn't doing half of them, and you do the
No,
other? He's pimping.
Wait, it's his idea.
He's pimping.
On
we
his
both
show?
came up with the idea, and like at first, I'm thinking we were
Well,
gonna do.
split it down the fucking middle.
That's what I thought
2020.
we were gonna do.
Jesus Christ.
Like literally, we both came with the idea of doing WrestleMania, and like I thought initially we were gonna do each one of us pick a WrestleMania, right? And then we just watch the show, or maybe pick a match or something like that and go from there. But no, he wants to do every single one, and I'm literally typing each and every one.
Bro, I would have stopped at 20 and been like, you got till tonight to do the next 20, and if you don't do it, we're not doing it.
And
Like I'm
some
not
of those
gonna
mania you
do
could
all
probably
the work here, and then it's gonna be on my show of an idea that we both.
What was on WrestleMania 26 that we need to go back and watch? Let's be
Undertaker,
honest.
Shawn Michaels,
That was 26.
Yes,
because it was 25 and 26.
the
No, they
retirement.
did like 2 years
The
ago.
retirement, yeah.
Because literally, if you want to talk about the first 10 WrestleManias, most of them were literally involving Hulk Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to go back and relive that? No, I do not.
Yes,
and I'm
you
glad
do.
I didn't watch it.
Yes, you do.
Speaking of Hulk Hogan,
Oh gosh. Oh, boy.
so
No.
remember
Nice
that silly list that WWE is making of
Oh, gosh.
50 greatest WrestleMania matches.
Oh Lord,
Why is
please
this a
tell me
thing?
Hulk Hogan's
Why
not
is this a
on
thing?
high on this list.
Oh no, they're currently on 15. So I think we talked about how number 18 was End of an Era, Undertaker versus Triple H, Hell in a Cell.
in
That's number 18. Yes.
No, I'm surprised with on 26. I didn't know this was actually was on WrestleMania. Triple H versus Sheamus happened at a WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah,
this year,
good.
Sheamus might not even be on Mania. Look
He
how
ain't
far
on
we've
Mania.
come.
That man
Definitely
finna be
not.
on. He's not winning until Clash.
There's nothing
Clash.
for Sheamus right now.
He's not gonna win until Clash. Watch.
No, I'd say not even. He doesn't win any. He
I don't
doesn't
even
win
think
the
they're.
IC title this year.
No, I'm saying he
I'm
probably
feeling
wins
like
the
Wolf.
IC title
I'm feeling
maybe in
like Wolf.
Clash.
Not
feeling
even,
like
Leo.
Wolf. I'm
Not
feeling like
even,
Wolf.
Leo.
It's a Chad Gable thing.
Okay,
It's
so
never
my
gonna
thing is
happen.
this, because I already said
Never gonna
Dominic is
happen.
gonna. My thing is this. I already know Dominic should win the Intercontinental title at Mania. My thing is, how long do we think he's gonna hold the belt for?
No, Byron. It's gonna happen, just not this year.
Hey man, I don't even care about it
Another
anymore. It is what
wasted
it
year.
is. It is what it is. It should have been last year or 39, but whatever.
So number 17 was Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar in WrestleMania 19.
Oh joy, like you said, Swerve's definitely losing on Sunday. Oh joy, just got to the end of the match.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah. Well, I was with you. It's still going to be Darby. I'm with you. It's going to be Darby. They're not going to pivot. It's okay.
Like,
What was
if
number
they
17?
do pivot, it's going to be against Eddie, and then maybe
they don't
do.
pivot, Wolf. It'll be okay. I'll just live with it at this point. It's already. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh gosh.
Number 16, by the way, greatest WrestleMania matches. Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 39. That's number 16, by the way.
That was a really good match, but I don't know. I lose track of these things.
And
what's the Rhea Ripley?
now to the point of Hulk Hogan. Number 15, Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior at what was it, WrestleMania 4 or whatever.
I will actually put Charlotte and Rhea over that match personally, but that's just me.
I would put Booker T versus the
WrestleMania
Boogeyman at that point.
bad.
Like, when you start doing that,
Kenny Omega versus a broomstick over that match.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I'll put. What was that match? What's it? Backlash? Wasn't it? Stan and Vince versus Sean and God. Yeah, I'll put that match over that at that rate.
I mean, the thing is, like,
So wait a second. We got Konosuke, Brody, Knight, Osprey, Briscoe, Fletcher, Hangman, and a wild card for the men's.
Hold on, what? I didn't even get to that part yet. Nor do I.
That's the men's.
Well, Osprey versus Kevin Knight, Brody King versus Konosuke Keshta, Mark Briscoe versus Kyle Fletcher, and then Hangman versus Wildcard. Wait, where's Jay White?
Not on. Unless he's going to be in the wild card.
Literally declared for the what the hell?
So there's going to be a wild card match.
Hold on. Let me see the bracket. I'll tell you what's going on. I'll tell you who's going to lose and what's going to happen. Just let me see the bracket. Hold on. I got to get there.
Well, it's obviously Osprey, Takeshita.
Hold on. Did you say
Fletcher.
Takeshita is going against Brody King?
Brody.
Yeah.
Hey, Dylan, Wolf, and Leo. What did I tell you last night about the Hellhounds?
No, the Hounds of Hell are not buried. I'm sorry.
Well,
no, you look like a retard saying it. No,
but they're about to lose
not
again.
Buried.
Bro, I don't know, man. That doesn't look good for Brody King.
Bro, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just telling you the truth.
Again, like, no. Just...
So then for the women, it's Julia Hart.
No, like
Mercedes, Harley Cameron, Athena, Chris Statlander and Rosa, Starks, and Hayter.
Is Julia going against Mercedes?
Julia is going against
Mercedes and Harley.
Harley Cameron Mercedes.
Julia Hart's going against Mercedes.
What are they doing?
I don't do this to be an asshole.
I'm seeing collision Mercedes and Harley versus Athena and Julia.
That's the tag match, but the actual match for the women's cup is one-on-one between Mercedes and Julia Hart, which means Mercedes is beating Julia Hart.
And
Why?
then
Like,
Athena
explain
versus
that.
Harley.
It hasn't even been 24 hours yet.
Athena will be Athena and Harley.
Okay. So
Harley's
so
done.
it's gonna be
Harley's
the
buried, too.
Mercedes versus
And
the-
Harley's
Why are
buried.
we?
Harley's gonna is losing that one. Which
Yeah,
sucks.
that will probably be the
See,
wild
now,
card. I mean,
what
which is-
would have made it a little bit more interesting in a 50-50 is if they did Julia Hart and Harley, because at least she would have had an even
like Wolf said,
competition.
they could have just
And
Well,
did
there would have
then
been
they
a
do
possibility
Mercedes
of having
and
somebody
Athena as
win
a
that.
first round. They're not
They
doing
could have
that
just
as a
did
first
Jamie
round.
and Julia 3 as a match, and then that could have been good. At least that would make some type of sense.
Where's
That's
the
dumb.
woman? I
But
didn't see the woman.
I told you, Wolf. I mean, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just telling you how he does
Bro,
things.
it makes no
Oh, it
sense.
doesn't-
He's not retarded,
you're
I'll tell you that.
No,
I
but
literally
it
said
doesn't
it's less than
mean
24
they're
hours ago.
buried anyway. Like obviously
Somebody might
Julia,
explain
Yeah,
it.
if
but
to me.
Julia
why
was
the fuck would
in,
you
of
put-
course she was gonna.
Why would you
lose.
put Brody King against Takeshita after Takeshita's already had a decent run right
Yeah,
now?
who's he
Most likely,
gonna face
Takeshita
any
is beating
outside of-
Brody. Then you
Yeah.
have a Mercedes who hasn't won a match and has 17 titles going against Julia Hart, who hasn't wrestled in a week and a half. That's done. So Julia's done, Brody's done. Done.
like
Eliminated.
no, the thing
Dylan,
is,
I told him last
Brody,
night. I
who
tried to
is
warn him.
Brody going to face? What's it called?
He's
He's going
Osprey?
to face catering. He's going to
No.
face
No, it's
catering.
Takeshita and Brody King in
I
the
know.
Owen Cup.
I'm saying if he wasn't fighting Takeshita, who else would he face? Fletcher, Osprey,
Anybody.
Hangman. He would
Anybody.
lose. He would still
Anybody.
lose.
Jay White. Jay White, who's also
would
been
still
losing.
win.
All right, I got the bracket. I got the
men.
men. I got the men. I'm going to tell you what's going to
I-
happen. I got the
I
men.
need
Hold
women
on.
bracket.
I got the men. Let's start with the men.
That's
already-
We got the men.
crazy to me,
All right,
dude.
look.
That's
Oh,
a
my
So,
God.
waste.
so look, here it is. Brody and Takeshita. So we know who's winning that. Adam
Brody
Page
and
and
Lance
Wild Card.
Archer.
Adam Page is not going to lose.
Brody
so I don't
King
think
and
they'll
Lance
wild.
Archer tonight.
Yo,
That's
Hangman's not losing.
random.
Kyle Fletcher's advancing.
Why is Kevin
Takeshi's
Knight in
advancing.
the?
Why? Yeah, like he literally lost to Jay.
Why?
What?
He's going to lose.
And
And
why
he
is
just got
Jay
here.
White not
He's done.
Because they couldn't.
So wait a second. Hold on.
Jay.
Move that AEW
They're-
Dynamite logo thing for
I'm
a
sorry.
second.
Protecting
I'm sorry.
Jay.
There you go.
We're gonna
So,
have
so you just had Kevin Knight, who just beat Jay White, going against
Lost.
Osprey.
Lost.
So
Hold on.
Kevin
Lost.
Knight is out.
He lost.
Mark Briscoe versus Kyle Fletcher. Fletcher's advancing.
Why is Mark
Briscoe's out.
Briscoe in this?
Why
again?
is it-
Hangman versus some wild card, which means we're probably going to get a triple threat between three people. One of them possibly being Jay White, and two others. God, I don't know who
How many
else.
times are we going to see Mark
Then
Briscoe and
that
Kyle
whoever's
Fletcher?
going to be that wild card,
We know he ain't
Hangman
beating
will
him.
advance.
How many
Takeshita
times are we
and
going to see
Brody,
Mark Briscoe and
Takeshita's
John?
going
Yeah,
to
they
advance.
can't make it.
So
too
then you'll have
fast.
Osprey and Takeshita
Well, guys.
again versus Fletcher and whatever wild card.
Yeah.
Then Osprey
better.
will most likely beat Takeshita, going to Double or Nothing, and then it'll either be Fletcher or Hangman versus one another, or it's Fletcher and Hangman, and then I say it's either they're going to try to run it back between Fletcher and Osprey, or if they want to do something exciting, they could do Hangman and Osprey at Double or Nothing for the title. I think that's the better move by putting Hangman and Osprey one-on-one in competition for the belt than having another
Now, I do
redo
have
of
a
Fletcher
question.
of Willow.
What if MJF is the wild card? Because they've been teasing this
Well,
MJF
that's going to
hurt
be a part of the
business.
triple threat. The triple threat what I'm saying is there's three other people that have already announced that they're going to be in this Owen Hart Cup that's not on this list. One of them being Jay White, which we all remember. He announced all his shots in. Hangman was another, but he already got his spot. So most likely they're either doing another one-on-one for that wild card spot, or they're going to do a triple threat. That triple threat will either be on a Collision or a Dynamite, which will give us the starting point for Hangman. Hangman will beat that person, whoever that may be. If it is MJF, if that's actually a thing, there's a chance that Hangman still gains the win and moves on, but there's also a chance that MJF goes and beats Hangman in a dirty move to go ahead, which then sets up Fletcher and MJF, which could be Osprey and MJF at Double or Nothing. Do I want that? Of course. But logically thinking, it's Hangman and Osprey at Double or Nothing. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. It's Osprey and Hangman.
Oh, no, I'm just calling it.
Absolutely no fucking reason to redo Fletcher and Osprey a Double or Nothing for a title opportunity at All In. There's no reason for it. They've already had their matches. They've already had their story. They've already given us
Fletcher's
5-star
not
matches
winning.
alone.
Yeah, Fletcher's
That's it. Hangman versus Osprey is going to be the Double or Nothing pay-per-view. Owen's Hart. And then for the women, can you put up the women? Because I'm going to tell you right now what the fuck the women are going to be.
I'd like.
Well,
No,
I wouldn't be. Okay.
I got you. I got it. Go ahead, Willie. I got to pull it.
Because it's like the way it's already set up. I would not. I already feel like it's gonna be Mercedes in the finals. Do I want
Mercedes
No.
100% in the final.
I don't think
Mercedes
so.
is 100% in the final. There's no way in hell, after all the belts that she has collected, she's going to lose in the semifinals. So, all right. So you got Athena
Okay,
and
so
Cameron.
Mercedes
Jamie
is winning the
wins.
whole thing. Mercedes is winning the whole thing. We're doing
Outlander.
Mercedes and Tony. We're doing Mercedes and Tony.
This is how it's going to go. Julia Hart and Mercedes winning that one. Harley and Athena's winning that one.
It's going to be Mercedes and Athena. And Mercedes is going to beat Athena.
Now, this is where you could get, if Tony Khan wants to make this absolutely fucking interesting,
No, he
you
won't.
have Billy advance, you have Thunder Rosa advance, not Statlander.
No,
You
Thunder's
then have
losing. She's very,
and
she's
Thunder
very true.
Rosa in the semi, have those two. You can then have Starks go and redo Mercedes, or, because they had a very good match, or if they actually do this by pulling Mercedes loss by doing Athena and Mercedes in the semifinals, you then have Athena and Thunder Rosa for Double or Nothing. But that's it.
The thing is,
There's most likely it's Mercedes 100% in that right side, but it's either going to be Starks or Rosa.
Like I
That's
said,
going in that-
Mercedes
in
and
that
Jamie Hayter.
no, I
Mercedes
think
No,
and
Jamie's
Jamie.
not happening.
No,
not
Jamie is winning. Jamie
Yeah,
is.
it's probably going to be Mercedes and Jamie.
Honestly,
'cause Mercedes is beating
actually, no.
Mercedes
The
is
thing
beating
is,
Athena in the semifinal. That is you can book it.
the
Yeah.
thing is, what's it called? On this past Collision, they did like a thing where they had a stare down. They had like a tease between Jamie and Athena. So
I don't think Mercedes is losing her first match on Dynamite to Athena. If she's going to lose, it's going to be on pay-per-view. She's not losing.
But the thing is, if Athena wins, that's how they set
Oh, no,
up
Athena's losing to
Athena.
Mercedes. That's going to be your match. It's going to be on Dynamite.
They
And Mercedes is going
have
to win.
Mercedes
Oh,
lose
but I'm
in
saying
their
if
own
Athena,
heart.
yeah.
They are dumber than fucking shit. They are dumber than fucking
Why
shit.
is Mercedes teaming
Don't
with
even
Harley
have
Cameron,
Mercedes
though?
in the
No,
That's what I'm saying.
Mercedes.
Because
Yeah.
Harley
Oh,
Cameron's
I
not
don't
even a heel.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Can before we get to the tournament,
Because
let's adjust the stupid stuff. Why are they doing a Vince McMahon? Can they coexist with Mercedes and Harley Cameron against?
We
if
know
anything, they
Harley
should do
cannot
Mercedes
stand
and Athena with. No, because then Julia would basically kill Harley. So really, there's like no combination that works.
Why are we just doing random tag matches? Well, can we just do something else?
But the thing is, if Athena beats Mercedes, that sets up Athena challenging for the TBS title.
Yeah, and doesn't Mercedes
If Thunder,
have that title?
huh?
Doesn't Mercedes have that title?
Yes.
She has 12.
But if Athena manages to beat Mercedes, that gives her the reason to challenge Mercedes.
She's not going to beat her because the match is going to be on Dynamite. Tony Khan does not have a Mercedes lose on Dynamite her first time ever.
Why the fuck do you have Mercedes in this tournament?
Yeah, she didn't need to be in it. She didn't need to be in it. I would rather them just do Mercedes and Athena. They could have just built Mercedes and Athena like they were doing.
Athena cost Mercedes in the finals.
They just could have just did Mercedes and Athena and build it up like they were doing. I mean, I don't get why we have to put them in a tournament.
If Thunder is to beat Statlander, I think Megan Bain needs to win at Dynasty because we've already seen Thunder and Tony. I don't think it really works. But like Thunder and Megan Bain would actually be something fresh, something different. I still think it's probably gonna be Jamie because they've been building her up a bit. They've been booking her.
Yeah,
to be
the
kind
men's
of
one is
strong.
confusing as hell though. The men's is more confusing to me.
If the wild card is supposed to be like,
who the fuck is the wild
Well,
card?
I
is my
don't think
question.
the
Hangman's
wild
losing to
card
the
is
wild
probably
card.
Darby.
But
I
but,
think
but,
he is.
Absolutely,
Darby.
he's losing to that wild card.
but why would
It's
why would you have
probably
Hangman lose to Darby? That's stupid. If he's a wild
Yeah.
card,
Darby's
that's
not coming in this
happened.
early.
I'm
that
pretty
is
sure.
so stupid. If
Darby's
he
not coming in. It's going
If-
to be some.
if Hangman
fucking-
loses,
It might be
in the
like a
first
Josh
round,
Alexander. It might be Josh
that would be
Alexander. 'cause there
stupid
has been
It's
too.
gonna
Leo
be
Hangman.
or
if
it's
it's
gonna
a
be
like
Ricochet
a
loses
match.
Bailey.
If there's a match that decides
Yeah,
it, like a
Ricochet.
triple,
Ricochet could be it.
if there's a triple threat that no
Because it's something
Ricochet
it's like
is,
something Ricochet would be in.
Yeah, to lose.
no Ricochet
Just like
is
Brody
doing
King and
the
Julie
He
Hart.
literally went from Swerve to now Kenny, and if he doesn't beat
What
Kenny
they
at
should have did with
Dynasty,
Ricochet is
he
this.
most likely
Okay,
won't.
listen.
Then he's either going to be the wild card or it'll be Mike Bailey.
Why didn't we just do this? We knew Ricochet was going to lose to Swerve. You knew you were bringing in Mike Bailey. Why not just do Ricochet and Mike Bailey in a feud and just have them have a match at Dynasty?
The thing
But we do a
is,
stupid
That'd be
ending
too-
in a
that'd be
triple
too
threat,
convenient.
and we know Kenny's not losing.
if
so
if there's a
fucking annoying.
match to decide the wild, like a triple threat match to decide the wild card, and Jay's part of it, probably gonna be Jay White, Josh Alexander, and Darby Allin.
Why is Jay
Where are
White
you
not
guys
in it
pulling
though?
Josh
I know he
Alexander?
announced he was one of the
He's
first.
going to
people
AEW.
That's so
Josh
crazy.
will be going to AEW.
He
Yes,
should
well,
be going
When?
to
He will be
This is
going
like
to
7
AEW.
months away.
No, he will be going
Where's
to
the
AEW.
conversation with Josh Alexander?
He's a free
Yeah,
agent
well,
now. He
he's a
got
free
paid.
agent.
He's a free agent
He took
now.
Tony's money.
Yeah,
he took
but
Tony's money. Dylan.
No,
he
he
sold his
has
soul.
Omega's agent.
We talk about selling his soul to The Rock.
His
He sold his soul to Tony Khan.
negotiations. He has the agent that Kenny Omega had to decide his contract
Yeah,
negotiations.
he sold his soul to Tony Khan. Dylan. You shouldn't be surprised. Yeah, that's stupid. I wouldn't even have put Brody King in this. Like, just stop. There's just no need.
I mean,
We're
there's
just burying
really
people.
no one
If you
else.
want Josh Alexander to be over and you put him against Brody King, you could put Takeshita against Hangman. Fuck this wild card stupid shit.
Just why?
Like I said, wild card is probably gonna be Darby, and then we'll get probably Osprey versus Darby.
If Darby is the wild card, that is going to
to.
piss me off because he's going to beat Hangman and he's going to win this whole thing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be pissed.
And that's
I'm
going
gonna
to
be
be
He's not
extraordinarily
winning
pissed.
Osprey. There's no
He ain't.
way in
Yes.
fucking hell they're going to let Osprey, who hasn't lost yet, to fucking Darby out.
They would have him
He
lose.
has lost.
They would have
he
him
has
lose.
lost.
They would have
Osprey
him
has
lose.
lost.
They would have him lose to Darby. If Darby's a wild card, he's winning it, Dylan. He's winning it. He's winning.
I
don't know
won't watch
how.
AEW anymore.
I don't know
That's
how.
that is the dumbest fucking.
That's the
That is
dumbest
the
thing. you
dumbest
can do.
No,
thing
no,
I've
it
ever
makes
heard.
sense for it to be
It
Darby.
is.
Tell you
The
what's gonna
guy's
happen.
literally on a fucking vacation right now, up a fucking
Trying to climb
mountain.
a mountain.
He hasn't been doing
He's
anything.
back.
Why the fuck
He
are you
hasn't
gonna
done
have this
anything, yeah.
guy come in, beat Hangman, who's already been having decent and a push
Because he
forward,
wants to go
against-
after.
then pull all the way through against Osprey, the other $1 million scapegoat, to fucking go against who at Double or Nothing? Then what? Who is it beating? Moxley? That's what you want? That's what you
Well,
guys
yeah,
really
Darby
want?
beating
Darby
Moxley makes
beating
sense.
Moxley? That's how badly you want
It does.
You
It
want him to
does. The
fucking
way
No.
it's been built, that is the
At this
only
rate,
like I
reason
said,
they're doing Death Rider.
Kill Briscoe,
Will Osprey's
kill
beating
Mike's
Mox.
brand new start.
He's
Kill
not beating
Takeshita,
Mox.
Yes, he is.
Kill all of them.
He's
just
beating
to get
Mox.
He's
Darby
not.
and Mox.
Osprey's
He
not beating
wins.
Mox.
Will
Waste-
Osprey makes way better.
waste-
It's a way bigger
wait.
deal right now as it
Wait.
stands.
It makes
Literally,
no
having
Will
sense.
Osprey
No,
beat
I'm
Mox
sorry. It
back
makes
to that
zero
TNT
sense.
run.
It is
it.
literally exactly what you guys are dunking on for this. Osprey makes zero sense to beat Moxley. They have not built it up. There's no story. Nothing.
If you
There's
build a story with
absolute.
the
They don't have
No.
a story now. They don't have anything
What?
now.
1 month?
That's the fucking
Not
point.
even 1
This
month.
fucking Owen Hart Cup means nothing. This Owen Cup means nothing. You have a brand new person, Kevin Knight, that's going to be eliminated in the first round after he had a good match against Jay White last weekend. Why the fuck would you do that? Why the hell are you going to have Harley Cameron get buried by a fucking Athena? Why are you having Julia
can I get the
Hart?
floor? Can I get the floor? This is
Go
pissing
into
me off more than
Mercedes
anything.
and get buried by Mercedes.
I'm
What is
pissed
the
off.
point?
I'm pissed off now because I just found out what happened with Jay White. So apparently, okay, this is what AEW does that pisses me off. He's hurt and he needs surgery, but AEW doesn't show an angle of him getting hurt to write him off TV. They just don't show it at all. Oh, he's gone.
It was probably sudden, probably like not even last
It's
week.
stupid, man.
Like,
and MJF's not in
shows.
it. I don't get what's going on, but whatever.
Okay, is it a serious injury or is it? Well, yeah, he needs surgery.
It's just
like, is it an ACL tear or something, or like
I
a
don't
torn
know
pec?
the extent of it yet. They didn't say what happened. Yeah.
That's annoying. Oh well.
That is just the stupidest fucking thing I have ever heard in my life.
Oh, honestly, the wild
I hope you all enjoy that stupid ass build-up for absolutely no reason. The guy could take 2 fucking vacations for 2 years, come back just like Charlotte Flair, and just take a belt off of fucking Moxley.
Well, the problem
you
is,
can have somebody like
they should have did it last year or
at Dynasty, take the belt and start building up all this other great fucking star-list talent that we're just throwing away at the fucking wayside, all because everybody's been jerking themselves off over this whole Darby championship run. Guess what? It's not going to happen for long, but you guys are so cool with that. So instead of having something, you're going to have nothing in the end anyway. But that's fine. Enjoy it.
There's literally a story with Darby and Moxley.
Here's the thing. You want to make a big deal. The biggest deal right now, the biggest draw in AEW is Will Osprey.
Okay, but what interaction has he had with John Moxley?
He literally
Nothing.
called him out before the tournament.
That doesn't mean anything.
Leo, they don't have any draws. They don't have any draws. They just have guys who they don't have any draws.
Like 3
AEW
weeks
does not have
of
any draws.
interactions between Osprey and Moxley won't mean anything if it's
okay, let's be honest.
Like
okay,
they've built up Darby more.
Dylan, this is my question to you. If you're going to AEW, who are you going to see more? Will Osprey
scaling a mountain. Tell me, Wolf, explain to me how you build up a person who's been climbing Mount Everest to John Moxley.
They've done it the last Grand Slam where Moxley took.
That was last year.
Yeah, no, they did it from then. Moxley took out Darby, stole the championship opportunity that Darby was supposed to have, and then
he lost it fair and square. What do you mean? He lost the opportunity to face for the championship. He was stupid enough
that
to
wasn't
put his
supposed to happen. Period.
What are you talking about?
They've just waited too long. That's the problem I have. They could have did it at World's End or Revolution. That's the problem.
The thing is, they was started with Orange Cassidy, and then they went on towards like.
Listen, man,
I pushed Jay White and Hangman. And
I hope if that's the truth and that's what's really about to happen, I hope all of you fucks enjoy that shit ass run that Darby's gonna have.
He's not gonna have a shit ass run.
He's gonna have a shit fucking run.
Like probably transitional, maybe, but like 3 month reign, maybe, but it doesn't matter.
Dylan, my question to you. This is my question to you, and back me up, and you'll tell me if I'm wrong or not. If you're going to AEW, which wrestler are you going to see more?
All right, Leo, I'm going to make it plain and simple.
Or Darby.
If Darby does not end up getting his look back from Moxley in any way, shape, or form,
it could be non-title.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then you have to basically tell us that it's more than just a title, and it's going to be beyond All In. That you can't imply that, oh, Darby's going to be part of All In. He's going to have this big moment, which they've already done. They've already implied Darby's going to have this huge moment at All In. So if Darby doesn't get his hands on Moxley, then you've buried him. You've actually buried Darby out.
He's been buried before. What do you mean?
No, he hasn't. He really hasn't.
Yes, he has. Okay, if they really want him to be world champion so bad, why have they waited till now?
Pissed off that it's taken too long. Like I said, they should have either done it by Revolution or by World's End or Revolution. That's
like, let's be honest.
I'm sorry, it's not going to be Osprey. More hell.
Yes, it is.
The wild card could probably be Eddie. And Eddie would probably have a better chance than Will Osprey.
Okay. Eddie intrigues me, but not even him.
Eddie doesn't even fucking intrigue me.
You don't bring back a guy off an injury and just throw him into the main event. That doesn't work.
You're just
Yeah,
Now
you
my
can.
question to
Well,
you,
no, he
my
He's
has
a
question
a,
to you,
fucking mountain
he
climber.
has a
No,
You can bring
connection
him back
against
and
all
take
the
him.
No,
Death
we don't
Riders.
need to see. We don't need to see Eddie and Moxley again.
More likely, it's gonna be at the,
Like I
the
said,
actual match
like I
at
said,
Double or
the
Nothing.
Darby story should have either been World's End
It's
because
gonna be
that's
a one and
the
done.
name of the pay per view, or Revolution. Then you have Christian cash in. Then we can go on to Osprey or someone else. But now they're holding up everything else, waiting for Darby. They should have done the Darby story, then let him climb the mountain because now he's lost all the momentum. That's the problem that pisses me
The
off.
thing is, they knew Copeland was coming back, and Copeland wanted to face Moxley.
And that was a
and
terrible decision.
that
And
was
look what that got him.
well, no, the
They should have just
street
went
fight
Darby.
actually was much
No,
better
that was
than
not
the.
a good match, Wolf. Don't say that was a good match.
It
That was
was
a terrible
way
match.
better. It was a massive
No,
upgrade from the
no,
pay per view.
no.
It
I'd
was a
rather watch
massive
Ultimate
upgrade
Warrior and Hulk
from
Hogan.
Revolution.
I'd rather watch
My
Hogan
The
question
and
to you-
street
Ultimate
fight
Warrior.
was a massive upgrade from
I'd rather watch
Revolution.
R-Truth go for
It
the
was
24/7
night
title.
and
I'd rather
day.
watch R-Truth go for the
Night
24/7
and
title.
day. The street fight was
Now
a
let me. I'm
clear
gonna ask this
upgrade
question
from
to you.
It was the same
Let me
match
ask
with
this
the
question.
damn spike thing, which was stupid as well. Like, why?
No,
Why are
like
we
they
doing
Dylan, this is my
actually
question to
worked
you.
with each other,
This is my
which they didn't. Put.
question to you, Dylan. If you're looking at AEW, right, and you're talking about which match screams main event, which match do you think sells more? Will Osprey versus Jon Moxley or Jon Moxley versus Darby?
I'd rather see Osprey.
Exactly.
'Cause at
Osprey
least
is
been-
a
he's been on my
bigger draw.
TV.
Osprey is a
He's
better
been on my
wrestler.
TV. He's relevant. He's had he's a great wrestler. He's had a good push. He just came off of a 5-star fucking cage match at Revolution that's still being talked about to this day. Yet you're gonna bring in this fucking mountain climber who hasn't been around after he got his ass thrown down a flight of stairs like Mick Foley to break a fucking fake ankle to then go fly and climb Mount Everest. That's going to be the guy. Or, like Wolf's saying, bring in Eddie, who hasn't been around, was hanging backstage at Revolution, and throw him into the mix. Whatever.
Like
Let's
I
throw
said,
you guys
Eddie
out.
is probably
This is
just
all
going
you guys.
to
You
deal with
keep
Death Riders
running.
for
You
Double
keep
or Nothing.
running these shit-ass fucking moves to these fucking dumbass, grass non-touching, wannabe fucking panty-loving marks forever. Enjoy it, enjoy it,
Eddie
enjoy
had
it.
an ACL
Enjoy
tear.
it. Enjoy
And
it.
your point is,
Like Eddie actually has a connection with every member of the Death Riders, except
I think
like
I'm more
maybe
worried about
Maroon.
what's about to happen to Swerve after he loses. He's about to be buried. My gosh. Jesus Christ. Talk about no direction. Oh,
They'll just
man.
find something else for it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. They could have done the Owen better. And why do we need we could put a little more people in the tournament too. Like, why do we need just 8? I don't know. Why don't they just take my idea and do a March Madness tournament? Winner gets the World Championship opportunity. I mean, or you want to call it the Owen? Cool. Why did we just have Megan Bain come out there just to stand? Can someone ask me why she hasn't, like, they don't do like promos back and forth in real time, or, sell the reason why you want to go after the title? No? Okay.
They only gave her one promo so far.
Yeah, that's okay. She'll be buried after Sunday. Don't worry.
She won't be. Oh my
She'll be in
god!
toy bin
No,
too.
you're overusing the word buried.
She'll be in
I'm sorry.
She'll be in the toy bin with Brody
No,
King,
she
Buddy
won't.
Matthews,
She won't.
all the
Julia.
other people.
Like I
Yep.
said,
Leo, I
Megan
tried to
Bain
tell him yesterday, man.
No,
One-
because
one
it's
day-
idiotic.
One day
It's
you guys are going to listen to me.
asinine.
It's
I've
not
been
asinine.
listening to
It's
you.
a fact. It's a fact.
It's
It's
not
what we've
a
seen for
fact.
5
It's
years.
literally
is.
asinine retardation. Like
Okay.
it's
Well, just make sure you're here
dumb.
when Brody loses and Julia loses, because I'll be laughing.
They're
They
while
about
they
to
lose.
get first
Though.
rounded. They about
Oh,
to
and
get
then they'll
first
probably be
rounded.
off TV for another 3 weeks. Then you won't see him for 3 weeks.
Julia's
Like, oh,
definitely
where's
getting
Julia?
first rounded. Julia's
is
definitely
Brody.
getting first rounded.
So is
I hope you
Brody.
prepare for that. I hope you
They're
prepare for that.
jobbers. They're jobbers now.
They're
I
not.
hope you
enhancement
prepare
talent.
for that.
No, they're
And when
Julia was
Malachi
about to be
debuts after
first
SmackDown
rounded.
after WrestleMania, you won't see him
Hey,
at all.
Byron.
Where's Julia and Brody King? I don't
Byron,
know. They're in the toy.
Byron, let's put it like this. Julia, she's definitely getting first rounded. I hope you prepare yourself, Wolf.
Getting first.
Now-
round. They're both
yeah,
getting
because
first.
they're gonna do Mercedes Athena, and then
Well, of course. But
honestly,
Brody,
Brody
on the other hand,
they've kind
he
of.
might get first rounded, but he might make it to the second round and then lose.
No, he's
He'll at
getting
least
first
get to the
round.
second round.
He's getting he's not beating Takeshita. He's not beating Takeshita.
What is MJF even? Well, are we gonna get MJF versus Bobby at Dynasty?
Oh,
Well,
gosh.
no,
With
they
2 days
they
of build. With 2 days of build. that'd
oh
be
they built up what's it called? More so tag title match. Oh, I don't.
great. Oh, man.
It's like where is? Oh, there they are. There's the learning tree.
Good God Almighty. Byron,
It's
now I'm
fine.
on WrestleMania 35, Byron. So I'll still have
It was supposed to
5
be.
more WrestleManias to fill up.
No,
It's
you making
supposed to be
progress.
the Murder Machines, but Brian Cage got injured. It is what it is. We have.
Man.
But like I said, like Megan Bain, they could probably have a win, and then what's it called?
I would have
No,
rather
but-
her just been in the Owen and just let her
And
win the
then
Owen,
win.
man, if that's the case.
Yeah, let her just win
Yeah,
the
just
Owen,
build her
then
up.
win.
Well, they're
Just build
They're
her up.
probably strapping the rocket to her.
No, they don't strap the rocket to anybody in AEW. They use him for 3 months, then they never see
They-
him again. Like
You
when they
see what
lose, it's
happened?
over with.
Have you seen what they did to Ty
Wait-
Valkyrie? Have you seen what
Wait
they did with Deanna
wait till
Purrazzo?
Speedball
Kaya
loses on Sunday.
Valkyrie was not good. I'm sorry, she sucked
Look,
always.
Deanna, a
Deanna
megastar
isn't
in Ring of
even on
Honor, a
TV.
megastar at
Isn't even on
TNA.
TV.
Comes to AEW, obliterated.
They're doing a collision live on Thursday.
Yeah, they're doing.
Oh,
They've
gosh.
been doing
Tomorrow?
that lately.
Stupid.
Yeah,
No, not. Or actually, might be tomorrow, but
yeah, collision.
I know. May 7th,
Why
May
is all-
8th, you're
Oh,
having.
like why? Why?
May 7th.
Why
you're
is my
having
Saturday got to start at 3 p.m. to watch this show?
Which show?
All in.
All in starts at 3 p.m. Your time 2 p.m.
Yeah.
And then Saturday night's main event is that day.
Probably they don't want to
Oh, it's the same day, right?
keep people past midnight.
So we pretty much have to double stream that day.
I don't even know, man. All in is not giving me what I want.
Honestly, no. The thing is, Saturday night main event has not been good. Saturday night main event is like not worth it whatsoever. There's like one match total that's okay, and oh, these are just enhancement talent. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
Right.
duh. It wasn't going to be anybody else of importance.
Are they?
Yeah, if I mean, but regardless, if the all in main event is Darby and Moxley, I'm not really jumping up and down for joy.
Nope. I'm toning out.
It's more of a question of what is going to happen with everyone.
I'd rather
else.
watch.
If-
I'd rather watch Saturday main event on that.
It's
that's the case,
more of a
'cause
trickle down, because if you do that, then what do you do with Swerve? What do you do with MJF? What do you do with Hangman? What do you do with, I don't know, insert wrestler? You know,
You probably
Because
could do Swerve and MJF.
I'd be cool with Swerve and MJF, but I kind of wish it was more. You know, that's a main event. Oh man, it is what it is. Hmm. Oh man. So what is left on tonight, Joe? I know Cope on a rope, and Claudio.
Yeah, I'll make it official last minute, I guess. Or at least they're doing some stuff with Big Bill. Which is probably a good thing because Big Bill has been getting.
Oh,
things.
she is competing. So the first round's going to be on Dynasty. Okay.
Oh. Wait, so they're
we're
just
paying
doing.
to
So
watch Julian
Dynasty.
lose.
So Dynasty, half of Dynasty is just going to be Owen Cup matches? Or is it just certain?
No, it's half of them
No
are going to be.
fucking way.
Yes, they
No
just said it.
fucking way.
Half
All
of
but
them.
first
Half of these
round.
matches. Half of these matches
Cup matches.
are going to be Owen Hart matches.
Okay, that's fine.
So hold
Because they
on,
just said we're
putting
getting Mercedes
more
and
matches?
Julie
I'm
on
not
that show.
buying Dynasty. I'm
Byron,
not buying Dynasty.
half of
I'll
these
fucking
matches
get it
are going to be
spoiled for me.
Owen Hart Cup matches.
Dylan, what did I tell you the other day? What did I tell you the other day? I'm not either. I've been told you that. One day, Leo, they will listen to me. You know, then they'll feel better.
Hey,
I'm not going to
accept
pay $50 to watch Julia get fucking buried, to watch Takeshita beat Brody, to watch Mark Briscoe lose. I'm not paying $50 to watch fucking losers.
I would have
I'm
just been
watching-
cool with I would have been cool with just the 5 matches, or 6 matches that we had, like we talked about. I would have been cool with that.
Well, you know that wasn't gonna happen. We're probably still getting the tag title match.
bro, you're
versus-
better than this.
I just wish we wouldn't throw matches on the card just to throw matches on the card. Just me. Man, crazy.
I really hope that's not true.
No, it sounds just like that. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm not even trying to.
I mean,
I'm
I
not
don't
paying
even
for it.
know for certain if it's all of them or just a couple of them.
Let me see.
I'm not paying $50 to watch people lose. That's fucking dumb. Just
Leo,
give us the 5 matches. Call it
Leo,
a
you
four
have
hour
to-
show.
There's always
yeah.
gonna be a loser, Dylan. So
No, but at least we have actual matches. I mean, not all of them are great matches, but at least we have actual matches that are preset already. I'm not going to pay for a tournament. This is fucking dumb. They just don't even call it Dynasty. Call it the Owen Hart pay-per-view. Who's going to be watching fucking men and women fucking lose in a tournament?
You know what it is, Dylan? You know what it is? It's lazy. Instead of booking stories and actual matches that lead into something, he's just putting a tournament on there. It's lazy. It's lazy booking. It is what it is.
They got 5 matches, 6 matches set up for Dynasty. They can't come up with anything more. So instead, we're gonna
No,
put
they could have just
2
left it at
matches
6. Just
of
give me
fucking
6.
Owen
Just give me
Hart
6
Cup
matches. Just give me 6 matches.
So-
You give me your 2 or 3 pre-show matches. Cool. I'm cool with it. Man. This is something.
No, I'll just have it spoiled. I'm good. I'm not even watching.
Hey,
the
do what I
fucking
do.
pay-per-view.
Do what I do. I'm watching it for free.
I'll be playing Call of Duty and shit. I'm not fucking wasting my breath on that bullshit. I was genuinely looking for Dynasty, but now I'm not. We're getting. So wait a second. We're starting the Owen tournament now.
Yes. Literally.
I
this
guess
Sunday.
we are. Osprey versus Kevin Knight is right now.
Bye bye, Kevin Knight. Go right back to catering. Get your chicken sandwich and a paycheck. I'm going back to the Yankee game. I'm done watching AEW for the night. Do not care enough. I'd rather watch the Yankees lose.
Well, you're. I don't even know why they rushed and gave the Hurt Syndicate the tag title so soon. Like,
Blake Christian. Why is Blake Christian here? Blake. Oh, never mind. It's a tag team match. Osprey and Kevin Knight versus Blake Christian and Lee Johnson.
oh, so we're just teaming up everyone in the Owen Hart first round match and putting them on the same team. Okay, nice. Love it. Can we get like a promo video of like who Kevin Knight is? Because I don't know who he is. Like, you just see him on my
All I know
TV.
he's from New Japan. He's a former two.
All I know is he's black
junior
with
heavyweight.
dreads. Is he Leo? What it makes him different than Leo?
Kevin
At least
Knight
I would have had a
was
promo.
Kevin Knight was in TNA. He teamed with Motor City Machine Guns and Kushida.
And then I do know he's from New Japan. And he's a 2-time.
So why can't we just put a
Two-time
30-second to a minute
IWGP
promo
Junior
package together of
Tag
this
Team
information so someone like me who doesn't know who he is can actually believe in him?
I think they did that when Kevin Knight debuted on Collision against Jay White.
Johnny, I'm not Googling anything, okay? That's why I watched the show, so I don't have to Google it. Put it on TV. I watched the show.
Go Google it.
I don't want to Google it. Did Scorpio Sky retire? He's in Tony's Toy Bin, probably. I don't know. He's probably
I see Scorpio Sky. He's signed until like 2027.
He's a dumbass.
He's in Ring of Honor.
Why would he even resign? Hold on, Shelton Benjamin isn't even here. What the hell? Okay.
He's probably doing something else. Probably like an indie commitment.
Why do we do squash matches? Why? We don't need squash matches for Big Bill and Brian Keith. We know who they are. Like, we don't need this. Gosh. Bless you.
Bless you.
Thanks.
See, this is what blows me. We get random squash matches for no reason. I don't get the point of that match. How do you that, Mark? Yeah, apparently you can't. I don't know.
Holy fucking shit.
What happened?
Digital games now for Nintendo are going to be $80.
Yep.
$80.
Fuck
Yep.
out of here.
Yeah, and if you pay for that, you're a dumbass.
Pre-order the fucking Switch
and if you pay for that, you're a dumbass. Don't pay $80 for them, G.
I was actually going to buy myself a Switch. Now I don't give a fuck enough.
So hold on. They beat one tag team, legitimate tag team, and now they're calling their shot for tag team titles. Come on, man. This is stupid. This is some stupid shit. Oh, come on. This is stupid. Stop.
Are they even trying? Is my thing.
No,
that's what I want to know. Are they trying?
They're using
to put on a
you know what you geeks use on 2K, that match card for Universe Mode? That's what they're using to book the show.
Hey, a lot of the matches that I get, hey, Byron, I'll tell you this. A lot of the matches that I randomly get are way better than this.
It's just a random match generator at this point. I don't know.
I mean, the thing is, there wasn't much to go off of because they pivoted because Brian Cage is injured. It should have been Murder Machines versus Hurt Syndicate.
They should have just did that at Revolution instead of the Outrunners. I mean, but whatever. Where are the Outrunners, by the way? Have we seen them recently?
Nope.
Okay, all right. Just proving my point. Just gotta ask these questions. I guess they
just lost. Like
I think
they were on Collision with one week, but
dude, Mark, it's $450 for the system, $450 or $499 for two different versions, and then it's $80 for digital games. Fuck that. Fuck Nintendo.
Nintendo
was
what?
Yeah, so it's so the $499, $449 is just the console itself, right? If you want Mario Kart, it's an extra $50. So it'd be $499 with Mario Kart. Digital games are now $80 a piece. $80 a piece. I'm already paying $70 for fucking caca games now, and an additional $20 for fucking Game Pass. Fuck that. Fuck that. No thanks. Fucking unreal.
Oh,
I was genuinely looking forward to buying the Switch.
Don't buy it. Stop giving these companies your money. I'm starting on Sunday. I'm not paying for Dynasty. I'm literally watching the Yankee game and playing COD. Let me look up
I'm
something.
not even going to be on stream.
If
I want nothing. I want
you putting
after this.
on-
I'm done. I'm done. This
Huh?
wrestling shit has gotten
Oh, man.
too out of hand. Between
Why did
WWE and AEW, it's been bullshit. It's crazy.
Well, Dylan, you might actually want to watch SmackDown. SmackDown is probably going to be good this week. Just a little.
You have too much
What?
faith.
To watch Ray
I
Phoenix
think it will be
come out?
good. It's in Chicago. Ray Phoenix will beat a jobber or Andrade. Sorry, Wolf. Or Santos, another luchador.
Man, they were. I mean, they
Um,
were supposed to. Apparently, they had a segment. They filmed a segment where Nick Aldis was telling Andrade, "There's new talent coming to SmackDown. He wants him to work with them." And they cut the segment.
Waste.
They cut the
Waste.
segment.
Waste.
They
know
did
what?
not film the segment.
Waste.
I'm
Put
surprised they
Andrade
don't.
on MLW. Put Andrade
I'm
on
so-
OVW.
TNA.
Put
I'm surprised they
Andrade on
didn't put
House of
Said
Glory.
Andrade gets
Put
a
Andrade in TNA for
Twitter
Christ's sake.
exclusive backstage
Put him on
segment
Evolve.
with Santos and Los Garza.
Have Andrade face
Well,
Winnie
maybe they
Chu.
want Santos instead to lose to Phoenix. Right.
Like I said,
And
I
then
think
maybe Andrade's the one that helped.
I
Mark,
think
it's
WWE is
so
going to pick up the pace.
it's
a little
so ridiculous. How like
No,
I get it.
SmackDown's
Injuries
unwatchable,
happen
to be honest.
in wrestling, so that sometimes you gotta pivot storylines and you gotta kind of scramble and shit like that. But if this is what they call scrambling, they might as well
They're
just let
not
one of us fucking
scrambling,
write
Dylan.
it.
They're not scrambling. They're booking the
This
show like everything
bullshit.
is
This
great.
is absolute fucking bullshit. And then they expect us to pay $50 for these 12-hour fucking pay-per-views that do absolutely nothing for us. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying for Dynasty. I don't give a fuck about All In. I don't give a fuck about Double or Nothing. I don't give a shit about this fucking Owen Hart Cup anymore. Now that you got some dumbass wild card, you can't even admit that Jay White's hurt, so you take him out of the fucking running. You're gonna have what? Hangman and Darby? Possibly Eddie Kingston, who just tore a fucking ligament, to possibly be in fucking double. Fuck that stupid ass noise. WWE has no good booking either. Jay White, Jay fucking Uso can't even beat Gunther. Jimmy smacked the shit out of him to make it somewhat exciting. Now fucking Jimmy's in the shadow realm. Jay's probably going to lose at fucking WrestleMania. You got 3 fucking losers who are going to main event night 1 who didn't win the Royal Rumble, but yet in the Royal Rumble winning. You get a chance to play against the champion. That's not even on the main card and ending the fucking show. There's no championship match that's ending night 1 at all, except for night 2 with Cody and John Cena. That's it. How do you tell us that this is going to be the best year of wrestling when so far the best pay-per-views have been Revolution and House of Glory? Tell me how this is supposed to add up. Somebody explain to me how this adds up. Tell me how you're supposed to sell me on Darby coming back and just winning like Charlotte Flair or and just come back and take titles away. How do you have Mercedes have 12 fucking belts but can't lose against someone like Julia Hart to push her to a possible setting against someone like Athena or Chris Statlander or fucking Harley Cameron, for God's sakes? Anything. Why do you keep having Harley, who's multi-talented, lose to someone like Athena just to be buried and then showed up in a fucking promo or put a mask on her to have fucking weird virtual sex with fucking Beast Morris? Fuck all of that. This is stupid. You people are fucking dumb. Dumber than dumb. Go touch grass. Read a fucking book. Go actually do something logical with your fucking lives. Because you guys sitting here doing absolutely nothing but enjoying this fucking caca that is being shoved down your fucking mouths every goddamn week. Fuck this wrestling shit. I'm done. I'm out. I don't care anymore. I am literally done watching professional wrestling if this is what it's going to be going forward. WrestleMania, it can eat a donkey dick, and fucking Dynasty can too. Tony Khan, OD on your fucking cocaine, because at least then you'll have a better fucking sore streak. I'm done. This is absolute bullshit. I'm watching my fucking Yankees, and I'm done for the rest of the season. I'm done. I'm done with the fucking YouTube channel too. This is absolute bullshit. Bullshit. I can't wait. I know Wolf wants to try to like bring me back in, and I get it, buddy. I really do, and
I really don't care at
but
this
it's
point.
just this is
like
dumb.
I'm already dealing with you guys kind of dunking on everything like by like automatically without even trying to give it a chance, because I'm sorry, the fact of the matter is, since it started, I'll just give, for example, the Death Riders. Everyone has hated it the literal microsecond it started. The microsecond. They didn't even look at it, a microsecond. And meanwhile, everything Death Rider, everything Moxley is the most viewed out of everything AEW. I'm not joking. It is more viewed than anything Tony Storm has done, anything Kenny Omega is doing, anything Ricochet or
But how's that
Swerve.
possible? Tony
So do you
Storm
like the
one-
Death Rider
one of the
stuff, Wolf?
greatest
Hold on, Dylan. Do you
I-
like the Death Rider?
stories
I'm not like the
of
biggest
professional
fan,
wrestling.
but it's like literally, unfortunately,
He
a
has the
necessary
championship
evil.
in a briefcase.
The
Dylan,
way
we
I
haven't
see
seen the
it, a
championship since
necessary
October.
evil. It's getting views, whether we like it or not. It's getting attention, whether we like it or not.
Wolf, their ratings go down each week. They're
They
losing to
don't
NXT every
actually.
week.
No,
They're-
they're
No,
not.
they're not.
unfortunately,
They're
Wolf's right on this
They're
one.
not.
They have
No.
hit
They're not.
literally 500,000, if not a little bit more than 500,000 on Dynamite last week. It is true.
And that's supposed to be something we
is-
celebrate?
That's only
Is it
cable
something we're supposed to
numbers.
celebrate?
That's only cable numbers. Nobody.
Right. No, and that's
only
exactly. That is
cable
just
numbers
cable
are-
numbers.
Yeah, cable numbers are the only thing that's public. No one can be
No one
sure
can determine
what the
streaming.
streaming
Well-
numbers is because they
Well,
don't.
trust me. If the
tell
numbers were
exactly.
good, you would hear about it. I'm pretty
You
sure
can't,
Tony
but
Khan
you
would have
can't.
about
You
it.
can't. Unfortunately, you
because-
can't justify streaming numbers because they fluctuate too much, and there's no accurate number to show whether it's positive or negative for the viewership, or if it's below or above the 18 percentile for 18 plus or 18 below.
Like
So
I've heard,
unfortunately, there is no way to really determine if streaming
Right.
has advanced or helped AEW in any way, shape, and form. But TV wise, yes, as shocking as it sounds, because there has been good matches throughout this year for AEW, it has raised numbers to about
even Collision,
600,000. Yeah, and Collision as well.
like
But
this past,
again, to me, it just seems like the way that they're booking Dynasty right now is just really poorly executed, and it just seems like now they're going back into the fall off, into a valley with Dynasty when they could really pull through here, and this seems very underwhelmingly underbooked. The only match that is quite exciting for me, at least, or the two, is Swerve and Mox, because I'm praying Swerve's winning, but it looks like he's not, and Tony and Megan Bain, because at least with that they could give us somewhat of a new story for Tony Storm, and give us a new exciting chapter for the AEW Women's Championship. But the rest of the matches I don't care for. Like, it really is poor. It is poor. Like, to me, it's poor. It's poor writing. It's poor booking. It's poor execution. We're pulling people in like Kevin Knight, who just came into AEW last week. And now we're putting him in a tag match against Will Osprey to have him in a tournament for him to lose instead of having him keep getting pushed in singles competition and showing off his amazing talent from not only New Japan but from TNA. Like, he's a great wrestler. Like, for people that do know who he is and has watched him, this is sad. This is the type of shit I'm talking about, though. It's like you bring in this great talent to uplift them and stuff. Like, Mercedes was supposed to uplift the women's division, and maybe she has in some sense, but to me, she hasn't. All she's done is won and collected belts, and that's really it. Like, my favorite match of her so far this year is her in Indy, and now it's in House of Glory. But that's an indie show. You know what I mean? And that, to me, that's saying a lot. Like, her and Billy Starks was very good. That was television. But again, that's really it. Like, maybe her and Athena is going to be that other match that's going to ignite me on this Mercedes train like everybody else. But I don't know. It just seems very well not done, not flushed out. Like, Harley Cameron is talented, and I'd like to see her wrestle people in her caliber to get her a push, whether that's Julia Hart or Statlander or Willow or Thunder Rosa or Penelope Ford. Like, anybody would be nice. Like, she's doing more of this gimmicks with puppets and putting on a mask with Beast Mordos than anything else. Like, it's silly. It's really silly. It's really dumb. It sucks because WWE's not hitting for me. And I thought maybe AEW has or will. And it has a couple times, and then but it hasn't more times than it has. And it sucks. Like, that's why I'm just like, I'm done. I'm done with this. Like, it just to me, this right now, this is a low point for AEW for me, and I don't care. I just don't care anymore.
The problem I think right now I've noticed is that there's like two opposite directions between WWE and AEW, and what's it called? I know some present company would say long-term storytelling is all great and perfect. Not always. Not when it's too much. When you're dragging out things for far too long and not getting to the point, like they have been doing with WrestleMania, that they took 3 weeks to finally of John Cena and Cody Rhodes being together to finally heat up John Cena and Cody Rhodes. Like that is too long. It's definitely a problem. So I think the problem is WWE has this it has too much long-term booking happening right now where they're dragging things out far more than necessary, whereas AEW has more short-term focus and basically resolve everything within like 2 to 3 weeks, which works sometimes. It helps with like one-off feuds, but with actual stories, you either have to make it a one-off feud or it kind of anchors it down. So that's what I've noticed. It's definitely a problem, and that's why last year was abysmal for, I'd say, all of wrestling. All of wrestling last year had it there were such horrible decisions, like unforgivable decisions, to the point that Gato was unironically Booker of the Year last year in 2024. Gato of New Japan Pro Wrestling, because only New Japan had fine decisions. It wasn't special, but it was fine, and there wasn't unforgivable choices. And now we get the meat match between Brody King and Lance Archer, which Brody will probably win because momentum.
Yankees gonna get one fucking run today. Not one fucking run. Or 4-0 still.
Join the club.
Ninth
Join the
inning.
club. Join the club. Join the club. Why does Tony Schiavone have to do color and interviews? Like, come on.
Wow, they got Lance Archer on AEW television for the first time in what, about a month and a half?
No, he's been on TV.
No, I'm
He's
talking about like Dynamite.
He's been on Dynamite.
Well, he's a jobber too.
Within the last
he's a
month?
jobber.
Yes.
He's a jobber, but he's a jobber
Because
too.
Murder Machines. He's with
Leo.
Brian Cage.
I mean, maybe Collision, maybe Ring of Honor.
No. He's been on Dynamite too.
No, he's been on Dynamite.
Well, he's been paired with other.
I know he's
Bell's
been paired
family.
with the Murder Hawks, but I'm
He
just
had
saying.
he had that whole beef with Powerhouse Hobbs. Brian Cage and them were beating up Powerhouse Hobbs in the back room, and then it led into a match.
And they've been helping Mark Davis and
it's somewhat a part of the
so they've been on TV,
the Callis family,
and had matches because Don Callis family. But Lance Archer having a singles match definitely has been a while.
Why are we putting Kevin Knight on pay-per-view?
To give him exposure, but unfortunately,
why is it Samoa Joe? Why is it Samoa Joe in this group on?
Why isn't it Hook at this point?
Yeah, why? There's so many people that should be on pay-per-view.
Hook should be on there.
I don't know. Maybe
Samoa Joe.
I'm guessing they're gonna win the trios title, but whatever.
Wait, are we getting the trios title at Dynasty?
Yes.
Yes.
Death Riders against
Death Riders
FTR?
versus Rated FTR.
And I don't get this whole Dax Harwood story. It's stupid. I'm not liking it. Just
wow, the Braves are beating the Dodgers 5-2.
Yep.
God bless.
Yeah, it is.
I knew the Dodgers might have been
They're
But they can't win
7-0.
They can't win every game.
So are the
Dylan. They're gonna
Padres.
lose.
The Padres are 6-0.
Look, they're gonna lose eventually. It's a lot of games.
I was
the
gonna watch
Yankees
the
about to
Astros
fucking
game,
become
but I
3
was gonna
and
watch the
2
Astros
right
game,
now.
but
That's out. Thank you.
So it's gonna show the option in the crowd like last pay-per-view. So between now and last month, they couldn't build up a story for them to have a match on the pay-per-view.
we lost to the Giants.
Okay,
Hey,
Who did?
shout out
that's
shout
good.
out to the Giants.
That is good to know.
What, San Francisco Giants?
No,
All right. Kyle Fletcher says Sky
Yeah, the San
Blue
Francisco
will
Giants.
return from injury sooner than we think. She'll be
Oh,
coming
we
sooner.
lost to the Giants today.
Oh joy.
All right.
The Astros lose
AD's
to the
hurt
Giants.
again, an elbow to the eye. Tell him to suck it up.
What if AD?
Christ.
Didn't AD just come
Tell
back
AD
2
to
games
suck it
ago?
up already. Elbow to the eye. You know how many elbows to the eyes I've had? And I'm still fucking here. I didn't even take a fucking three-month hiatus. And then
That
be on
man came back like
Yes.
within the last game or
With a
two and
fucking
already back
iPad.
off on the injury list. Like,
He's
what
gonna
are we
go on a
doing?
podcast like this with an eye patch. You know, the game's been really going in many different directions, and you know, I'm just kind of hoping that I'm gonna be healed up by the playoffs. Fuck you. There should be a rule: if you get injured now and it's a real injury, like if it's a bullshit injury, you shouldn't be allowed to come back for the playoffs or
Yeah.
the finals. You don't get to just take a 3-month hiatus
And then come back and then go back out.
Yeah, like I don't want none of that bullshit.
I think I did fix up that TikTok video, like you said, Dylan. So if
Good.
you get a chance, let me know if it looks better and whatnot.
No, I will.
Okay, cool. I appreciate you reaching out and telling me that because I had no idea that was going on.
$10,000. Yeah, he does stay getting hurt
I know.
all the fucking time. Ridiculous.
All right, I'm back. Make sure you hit that like button, by the way, please. This does not feel like a go home show to a pay-per-view. It just feels like it's just here.
Remember how like those Raws used to be like in 2012 before the pay-per-view?
There's no type of energy towards making me want to watch the pay-per-view. It's just like, oh,
That part.
it's like, oh,
And there was a while. I think it was a stretch. Even now,
this
I would
is
say
a good match.
there was a stretch even now in WWE where it's like the go home shows were terrible, but the shows were actually decent.
oh, it's official. Got the graphic. Oh joy. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
What?
What are we gonna do? This is gonna be so exciting.
Osprey versus Kevin Knight.
I don't know why. I guess we gotta put Osprey in the card.
This is going to be on the main show.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, not bad.
It's, you know what? It might open the show. Actually, it might even open the show.
Yeah, Osprey. They do like
Might
to
even
put
open the
Osprey as an opener.
Yeah, it might
Well,
even open
not
the
in the
show.
last
So don't
one.
be
Not
surprised.
the last
if it
preview
opens.
they didn't.
Yeah, true. Well, yeah, but that was a blood feud. On a regular match, they like to put Osprey in the opener.
Yeah, Dynasty does not look very.
That's what I'm saying. How you can't expect these players to carry your team, and they can't even perform.
Sorry, what?
No, I was talking. He was telling me about.
No, are we talking about AD?
Yeah, Anthony Davis just came back within the last game or two and already back out on Andrew Lift because of an elbow to the eye.
Bro's
Dude,
fragile.
He's gonna take 3 months off now because of this.
Bro's fragile. Bro's more fragile than CM Punk.
Hey, he's more fragile than CM Punk at this point. Yeah.
Ew.
Nah, he's more fragile than CM Punk, more fragile than Tegan Knox, Dakota Kai, all three combined.
Oh, well, I think that's the best part of the night. A dude dressed up as Don Callis. That's been the best part of the show.
Where's that at?
I mean,
It was at the beginning of the Brody and Lance Archer match.
Oh, main event next already.
Bon, please roast me if I come to a WrestleMania weekend dressing like Don Callis. Just roast me.
That's the most entertaining part of the show. Just like Americano is like one of the best things on Raw. I mean, it is what it is. It's,
No,
you
I'm
know,
talking about if I come to it.
can't
If
have
I'm
it.
come to WrestleMania dressed like Don Callis in his suit and everything, just roast me. Just don't tell me step outside.
You know, it is what it is. You know, what can we do? Dylan, you're not going to stop watching. And you're not going to stop watching.
No, I'm done. I'm done.
No,
I'm watching
no,
baseball.
no,
Baseball,
you're gonna
video
watch-
games, and TV shows.
You're gonna watch everything.
I'm done. Dude, I'm not. I don't care. It hasn't been good. Like, to me, it hasn't been good enough to watch every week.
Dylan, how many? I've only been saying this for months, but you know, it's okay.
We've been saying that for months, Brian. At this point, I
know. It's okay. It's okay, Dylan. It's okay.
I'll be honest. After this, I'm deleting the channel. After the show tonight, I'm deleting the channel.
You just came back. You're not deleting it. Stop. That's cap. Just like people who say they're not going to watch. Like me. I'm not.
Listen,
I'm going to watch, but I mean,
I deleted the other one at 10K. You really think I'm going to have no hesitation deleting it at 140 or 30 or whatever the fuck I'm at?
Dude, you worked so hard to get to 10K. Like, come on. I thought I would got sad for you.
And I put up with wrestling. I put up with all the highs and lows. Oh,
that's what you got to do. You got to deal with the highs and lows. That's how it goes.
I'm not dealing with this. No way. I'm not doing this shit again. I'd rather have a stroke watching the Yankee games than fucking having a stroke over wrestling. I just need a fucking run. If we could get one run, that'd be great. That'd be real. I really can go to bed happy. Because right now we're 4-0.
You're not getting it
against the
fucking
Diamondbacks.
You're not getting it right.
And it's the bottom of the ninth. We got one runner on.
Made them bars and we got to hit up. We got to play for keys.
Just like I'm not getting what I want, you don't get what you want. Okay?
Stay with dealers.
Base hit. All right. We got 2 runners on, no outs.
Oh boy. Why do the non-Callis family always lose singles matches? Like,
no, don't put Puck back in. Don't put Puck in like he did yesterday and fuck us up. No. Fuck Puck. Don't put Puck in. Let this guy lose, so that way he knows how it feels to be a New York loser. Son of a bitch. We're gonna get Puck in. Diamondbacks got this game now. That's it. That's it. Now the game's over. Fuck. Oh.
try that again. There we go. Oh man. Just wanna.
So they didn't announce Brody and Takeshita on Dynasty, so it might just be a couple the Owen Cup matches. So Osprey versus Kevin Knight, and then like maybe
Mercedes and Julia.
Yeah, probably.
God.
I predict we might get maybe 1 or 2 title changes, and that's even a stretch. I said the TNT title.
If you wanna,
probably.
I would say this. I would make Megan Bayne look really strong and have the really good match with Tony, even if you're gonna have Tony retain. And I would give the belt to Swerve. I prefer Swerve. Because at least with Swerve, there's a possibility of enhancing more talent up and coming. I don't know what year we're going to see that happen, but, maybe in my lifetime.
Dylan. In the words of Paul Heyman, spoiler alert, Moxley's winning. Okay.
Not a prediction, it's a
There's like only one pathway I see for Swerve to win, and that's if Swerve wins, Eddie comes back at Dynasty, Eddie turns heel, and Swerve joins Death Riders, and we get Swerve versus Eddie.
You mean Eddie? You said Swerve joined Death Riders.
No, I said Eddie. Yeah, I said Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie turns heel on Swerve, and then at Double or Nothing, we get Swerve versus Eddie, just because it's something we've never seen before. Which I mean, probably could happen, but I don't think Eddie works as a heel. I think Eddie's too likable.
Well, I think it's some of his heel work of indies. He can definitely be a good heel.
He can definitely be a heel, but I think at this point in time, especially coming back from injury, I don't know. It might be hard to sell Eddie as a heel. Okay, so honestly, it was only just to get Mercedes and Osprey on pay-per-view, which is why they're on.
Come on, Jazz. Please fucking do something here, buddy. No outs, 2 runners on. We got fucking Puck the Chuck.
I will give thee wings. On board Rocky Mountain. Your journey through the Canadian Rocky Mountains.
So it's like Kenny Omega, Mike Bailey, or Ricochet just not on the show?
Tonight?
They are on the show.
No.
Dynasty, yes. This show, no.
This show, no.
That's what I mean. So we're not building up that match even more? Okay.
I feel like right now Ricochet, I think, is dealing with the aftermath of his wedding.
No, that was
maybe
last week. He can send in a video or something. He did it last week. I don't want to hear excuses.
True.
That's bullshit.
I don't know. Maybe they do it on Collision instead.
How do you have Kenny Omega back and you can't even book that right?
Well, maybe they're just gonna wait until Collision just because.
Well, yeah.
Do I like wrestling right now? No.
Dylan, just
No.
watch SmackDown on Friday.
Lately,
watch SmackDown
it's
on
been
Friday.
bad.
Dylan, just watch SmackDown on Friday. Trust me.
I'm not
You'll enjoy it.
watching SmackDown on Friday.
I don't
enjoy it.
know if Mox. I don't know if SmackDown's gonna be good.
Ray Phoenix debut, Last Man Standing, Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu. That right there sells me. I'm good on those 3. Roman's going to be there. Punk's going to be there. So I'm cool with that.
Who cares?
I
What
don't
do
know.
you mean? Punk's getting the main event. You don't care about that?
Who gives the fuck?
I don't
Yes!
know. I mean,
Yes!
I'll look at it.
Oh, you mother's ass. Your mother's ass. Oh my god, I thought that was a homer. Oh,
But it is what it is.
Jazz, you fucking bum.
I don't know. I'll.
No, I don't
look
give a
out
shit
to
about
see
Braun
if
Strowman losing
maybe
again to
there's
Jacob
more.
Fatu. I don't care enough about Rachel Reigns and CM Punk in the ring. I don't care about Ray Phoenix coming in, having a good night, and then 2 months from now being part of LWO. I don't care.
No,
It's
he's
just-
not going to be part of LWO.
Well, LWO
I'm
isn't
calling
really
it now. He will be a part of it at some point or another. They all put them together.
Well, no.
Not Phoenix and Penta.
No,
They're
Penta.
actually-
Yeah, Penta's actually.
Please, 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 please.
I don't even think
That's
LWO
what I'm
is really
talking
a
about,
thing
baby
anymore.
boy.
LWO is only
Let's
Rey
go.
Mysterio and
Let's
Dragon
go.
Lee
The
at this
comeback
point.
is here.
They're only
The
called one
comeback
in
is
certain
here.
situations.
Bobby, 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 Bobby.
Alright,
Honestly,
looks like-
the only faction
looks like
WWE shows is Judgment Day. That's the only one they show. They don't show any other factions really. It's just
Bobby.
Judgment Day. It's like the
Byron, I
Judgment
ain't gonna
Day.
lie
Like,
to you.
there are other factions. Like, I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie to you,
Um,
Byron. Little baby might be going for a long time
Well, he's a dumbass too. What did he do?
because he
Something
just
stupid.
because they got I think that supposedly they got him on tape admitting he murdered somebody. Supposedly.
Dumbass. He needs to go there.
Allegedly. Very, very
He needs
important.
to go.
Three Volpe hit a fucking two-run
And all these
home
other
run.
dummies.
See, when you become a rapper, you just
Man. That's close though. I think I almost got it.
Hey man, it is what
Let's
it is.
go, Yankees.
The way I see it, I think next week is probably the last chance for SmackDown. Like, if it does bad next week, then there's like no hope for it. And Road Dogg would need to be fired from that.
But I feel
writing
like because
position.
I'll say this though, Wolf. SmackDown was
They're
decent
back in the
before.
States. I think the
Road
show
Dogg
will be
came
okay.
on.
The show.
No. It
The
was
show-
decent in 2024. In 2025, all year it's been like.
No, I'm not
it's
saying.
been
I'm
like
not saying.
decent
I'm not
at
saying
best. It's been like okay at best.
I'm not saying it's been god awful, but I'm saying it was at least somewhat watchable this year before Road Dogg came on.
Last week wasn't a
Barely.
bad show. It was all right. Last week was okay.
Now Raw
It's
this
just
week
3
I actually
hours.
love.
It's just 3
Raw
hours.
this week
That's
was
what
good.
makes it bad. If they could cut it to 2 hours, even 2.5 hours like Raw, it would be better. But 3 hours.
Raw this
Honestly,
week was really
I don't
good.
know.
Raw was really good. I think
Raw
SmackDown
was-
will be good because I think they're back in the States and they're going to turn up the heat. So I think we're going to get
Yeah.
some more stuff. We're going to get some
Maybe.
surprises.
I guess
gonna get some
Chicago is a good crowd, so
They're going to have some surprises. They have to. Because there's no way that John Cena is not showing up for another 3 weeks before WrestleMania. It just doesn't make sense. That would be stupid. That would be unforgivable, as Wolf would say. That would just be
Yeah.
unforgivable.
yeah.
Now, if they have Cody win on night 2, I'm gonna go off. Now I will be pissed off because Cody does not need to win.
I mean, the only way they would have Cody win is if they want to do Cody Randy and give it to Randy.
Oh gosh.
And the only way they would probably do.
But honestly, I
the
would
only
just
other
have
way-
Cena win and just do Cena Randy at Backlash.
That's the money match. That's what they should do.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, the only way Cody wins, by the gods, I don't think it's gonna happen, is if we end up having a double turn out of middle of nowhere, and all of this was just a ruse.
No.
That is
That
the
would
only.
be so
No, I'm not.
dumb.
No,
That
I'm
would
not.
be
That's what
so
I'm saying.
idiotic.
Because people literally told me, they said, watch at WrestleMania, Cody retains, and it's all a ruse, and it's a double turn where Cody turns heel, Cena
No,
comes back as a face.
Cody's
That's
not
Don't do
idiotic.
that.
That is so
Co-
dumb.
Cody's probably never turning heel.
Fuck.
Honestly, like I could see Cody retain just because they really want to.
Put this
Go
guy
with
over
the
as the new
whole-
face of the WWE.
He's basically the guy who's.
Because how many
Yeah.
times have John Cena been in these situations, like back when he was like
Oh,
Super
yeah.
Cena, or even in other scenarios
Oh.
Right.
where he was champion, sure lost the belt, but didn't.
Look, it's probably gonna be, like I could see Cena winning at Mania, faces Randy at
We lost.
Backlash.
Backlash.
Money in the Bank, he
Uh,
maybe faces Punk.
I say SummerSlam he fights Punk
Time for
and
that.
drops
what-
it to Punk.
Let me go-
Was that
let me
6
go to my
months?
bed.
Because I was about to say,
6
Cody is not going to get the belt back if Cena wins it. Because people say he
Yeah,
might get it back
definitely
at
not.
SummerSlam.
No, Punk is. But if Cena wins from Cody, Punk is taking from Cena.
And then I guess maybe we set up CM Punk and Cody for next year.
Probably.
And then we have Cody win the Chamber.
The only thing about that though, Punk is on Raw. You gotta explain that.
No,
Bull
because we're
crap.
going to have the draft. So I feel like
We're
Draft.
gonna have the draft, so
The
they're gonna.
draft.
We don't need any more
Byron,
draft.
the
Can we please never do another
draft.
draft again in my life?
It's going
Please.
to happen.
We get the
Please.
MLB
We
We just
happen
draft.
we
every
just
year.
had a
NBA
transfer
draft,
window open from Thanksgiving till after the first of the year. Pretty
the
much after the Royal
NFL
Rumble,
draft,
which was in February.
Oh, well, we're doing
WWE
it. We're doing it.
2K25 draft, and the WWE draft.
No.
We even have the
We're
we
gonna-
even have
we're
an
gonna move,
AEW draft coming up.
Besides, Punk
we
is
don't.
probably the one person
I-
that could like.
I actually would like an
justifiably-
AEW
Oh,
draft.
okay.
If they actually put people on Dynamite and Collision, that would be cool. That would be interesting. It would be something different.
Yeah.
Something to actually get
Talent.
people interested. Oh, this person's on Saturday. Oh, this person's on Wednesday. Oh, let me watch Saturday to see Will Osprey. Okay, cool. Let me watch Wednesday to see Tony Storm. Okay, let me see Adam Cole. But no, they don't do that.
No.
I
They just
actually
have
think
them jump
AEW would
ship.
actually be. I actually think AEW could do a brand split. They have enough people. But
And
WWE,
okay,
no.
Brian, how would you
If
feel
it's
about this?
70
If
I
they,
mean, originally they did, but when Collision came in,
So-
but you
so
know
how
Well,
much-
that's just because Punk was just having his
Punk
people
was-
there. That wasn't a brand.
How would
split.
you
That
feel
was
about
just
this,
Punk
Brian?
being a dick.
Brian,
Like,
how
I
do
don't
you
want
feel
you here.
about
I'm not gonna
this?
work
I
with.
mean, I don't know about it, Dick. It was more so just like Collision was filled with people that
Punk was kicking people out. It's just
Punk's
Hey,
no,
Brian, how-
Collision
Punk
real
was
deal?
filled with
Couldn't play
people
with
who weren't
nobody.
on TV for a while, like Miro and Andrade and
Hey, Brian, I have
Yo.
Brian, peep this. How would you feel about this? If they did do an AEW draft, you had Dynamite, Collision, and if they made it, actually took it serious, Ring of Honor, 3 brands.
I don't want Ring of Honor involved personally, but whatever.
I wouldn't
no,
mind it.
don't include Ring of Honor.
No,
in
I'm
that
saying if they
draft.
actually took Ring of Honor a little bit more serious and it was like a little bit more on a bigger.
I'd
They
rather
have
the
a
Ring of
whole
Honor just
separate
be their
roster
NXT.
for Ring of
They just need
Honor.
But
to
I'm
have
just
Ring
saying,
of Honor
maybe you
be
could
their
bring
NXT.
other people over to like help bolster that roster up a little bit and give it like a little boost.
Bring Wolf into creative and let him fucking book the roster. All right, and maybe then I'll watch wrestling again.
Dylan, you know the first night of him being creative, he's about to give Darby Allin the title.
Yeah, he's gonna give Darby the title.
No.
He's gonna give Julia.
He's gonna give
Hart
Julia the
TBS.
AEW Women's. Hey,
Yeah,
Brian, he's
she's
not
gonna get the
Hey,
TBS
I
title.
mean,
No,
I
no, no,
think
no.
reasonable for Julia to eventually get, but not
Julia-
right now.
Eventually, day one.
Hey,
Day one, first
Dylan,
pay per
So
view.
right
Dylan,
now
Dylan, you
we
forgot
have
something.
7 confirmed matches. Maybe they'll keep
Dylan,
it at
you
7.
forgot something.
Maybe they'll keep it at 7.
You
Maybe.
forgot something, Dylan.
Hey,
He isn't gonna give Julia the TBS title. He's gonna give her the AEW Women's World title and have her beat Tony.
no. I think I would probably give
With a
Jamie
roll-up.
the title.
A roll
Be
up
a
finish.
roll up.
Oh no,
That's what he's
Tony
gonna tell her.
Storm's winning with a
That's-
roll up on Sunday. She's winning. She's
No.
beating Megan Bain
She's
with a
gonna
roll up.
tell. She's
I
gonna
don't-
Hey,
tell.
Brian. Hey,
Brian,
Brian.
no,
What if
no.
he- what if-
Wolf,
what if this
Wolf's
happens?
gonna tell Julia and Tony. All right, so this is how the match is gonna end. You ladies are going at it. You're bloody. You're battered. You're wounded. You're gone through tables. There's anarchy in the arena. And then you know what's gonna happen?
A roll up.
Julia, you're gonna do a roll up. And Tony Storm never takes
No, that would be stupid.
that's how it ends. And
No,
the place, guys, the place is gonna go electric.
no,
Nobody's gonna give a fuck.
Hey, Dylan. Hey,
Win a
Brian.
title.
Place-
it
you
would
forgot-
that
be
place is
You
gonna
know
start
what's
throwing
worse?
tomatoes in the fucking ring.
What will be worse on Sunday is if Tony Storm wins by submission.
No, not against
It's gonna be
Megan.
Megan
roll-up.
Bain taps
Probably
out.
gonna be
Anything
roll-up.
Megan would, what's it called,
gonna-
pass out
The
Tony.
only way for this to make sense is maybe have Penelope try to interfere. She costs Megan, and we get a roll up. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Wait, why would she cost Megan?
No, she like tries to help her, but it backfires, and then Tony rolls
Oh.
her up. You know the typical dumbass wrestling trope.
Maybe, but I don't see it. If anything, I would see her
I don't
costing
even know why
Tony.
Penelope and Megan Bain are a faction because they dated the same guy. Is that why?
Yeah.
Like,
Did
is
they
that the thing?
actually? I have
leftovers.
no idea.
Yeah, so Joey
Yeah, one of
Janela
them got
dated
the
Penelope,
leftovers.
and now Megan Bain and Joey Janela. Don't ask me how he got Megan Bain. That shows Wolf anything is possible. Okay.
Oh, Brian,
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you this picture. I'm about to send you this picture, and I'm gonna have you pull it up on here, and you're gonna look at me crazy because this is actually true.
You guys,
And honestly, Joey Janela's
12
probably
minutes.
like 5'8",
I
and Megan
mean,
Bain.
at the
she's
very
fine.
least, Penelope Ford is getting featured more on TV, so it's a good
I mean,
thing.
if
that
they
she's
use her
there.
right, she could be their Liv Morgan, but they don't use her right, so it is what it is.
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. She's not as good. No,
I think she's better than people think she is. She's actually pretty good in the ring. She just has nothing
she's
else.
good, but I don't think she's like that level of.
I mean,
good
honestly, let's be
feature.
real. I mean, let's be real.
Heck.
To Leo's girl, I mean, it's more of what she does out the ring. Liv isn't the best in the ring. She's better for what she does out the ring.
Liv is good enough. Again, good enough in the ring. Honestly, sometimes I don't like her on the mic. Just like especially when she's laughing, I don't like that laugh.
I kind of like it sometimes. Just depends on
Sometimes
how they
it
go.
works.
You know why?
Sometimes it
You know why,
doesn't.
Leo?
It's
You
hit or
like it
miss.
because your little pinky gets all excited. That's why you like it.
But no,
You
for
get
the
all fucking
women's world
excited.
title, if it
The
were up
7-inch
to
Thunder
me,
Thunder gets all fucking excited.
if it were up to me, the women's world title would probably go back to Jamie because Jamie is, I don't know, in my opinion, one of the better women's world champions. Her reign was very good. Like obviously Tony's first or not first, her first timeless Tony Storm reign, the 280-day one, that was really good.
Fine, check
But
it
if they do want to actually tell a story that people could get behind, is actually have Jamie beat Tony. That makes sense. But I don't know.
Yeah, hence why I think Jamie could
Hey,
is
Byron, check your
probably
phone.
gonna win.
You about to look crazy at this.
Oh shoot, what you about to tell me? Let me see.
Probably winning me.
Like I said, I'd be cool with Jamie and Tony at all in. That's an all-in match. That
Even-
is an all-in match.
Even if surprisingly, if like Megan Bayne won at Dynasty, like Jamie versus Megan Bayne, I think would also be good.
I would have rather
at
them
all.
just have Megan Bayne take the title from Mercedes. That would have been something. But whatever.
Yeah.
And they're both heels, so it is what it is.
All right, my
Well,
YouTube channel is deleted.
I mean, if Megan Bayne wins at Dynasty, they could also do either Statlander or Thunder Rosa. Probably Thunder Rosa makes more sense just because there's more interaction between her and Megan Bayne.
I wish they would have just did that match at freaking Dynasty. Like build that up and then let Megan Bayne beat Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, weird.
What's up, Dre, man?
Good, Dre.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Nothing much, man. Just
Going on.
trying to make sense of this AEW stuff per usual.
Oh, I know you see me going off in the group text, man.
I'm actually reading the messages
I
now.
haven't read
This is
anything yet.
ridiculous.
This I admit, this shit sucks, bro. Like,
It doesn't feel like
What
a
do you-
pay per
what do
view
you-
on Sunday at all, does it?
YouTube channel. Shit sucks ass, bro. It sucks ass.
it's sad because I'm actually considering going to Philly so that way I can see Swerve, and I
To
don't.
lose, Dre, like I told you.
I
It's
really,
okay.
if it's
okay.
not him, who's gonna be the champ?
It's going to be Darby.
Darby.
Darby
Will
Allin.
Osprey.
Darby.
Wolf told us.
It's going to be Darby.
Will
Allin.
Osprey.
Darby.
It's going to be Darby.
I'm going Will Osprey.
If they're holding out for Darby Allin, then
Just-
and I'm
Dre,
not saying.
I'm gonna
Osprey.
tell you right now, it's either Darby or possibly Eddie.
Why?
Two people who haven't been on television. One
Well, yeah,
who's climbing
Eddie
a
tore his
mountain,
ACL.
and
Of
Eddie
course,
who
he's not
tore
gonna
his
be on
ACL.
Yet we have
This-
Will Osprey who's there every week, putting on match after match.
I'd
putting
be
on
fucking
great
happy if they
entertainment
gave Kyle Fletcher at this point. I
Look,
would be happy. if
okay,
they
that
gave
would
it
be
to Kyle
funny, but
Fletcher.
Well,
Not
Dre,
gonna
you know what I always say? Like we always say, what's next? I'm like, well, if you have Swerve lose, what is he going to do next? Like he's just going to be just doing nothing. He's going to be running around doing nothing.
Well,
No, they'll
he
find
still has
something for
unfinished
him. They'll
business
probably
with
give him
the,
to
That's Tony
MJF.
Khan
Ricochet.
calling
the Hurt Syndicate.
Andre right now. Telling him, it doesn't suck. I heard you said it sucks. It doesn't
I
suck.
mean,
Please come to Philly.
apparently,
We're not sold out yet.
Hey, Brian, you
like
seen it?
the reason we didn't get Swerve and Bobby, apparently Bobby did some like politicking out or like didn't work out well with Swerve. Like they didn't work well with each other. So they tossed it aside. That's why we didn't get Swerve versus Bobby like finishing that feud. So maybe to make up
Bobby
with
Hogan?
it. No. I think he just didn't.
Bring him back, Bobby the
I
Brain
just
Heenan.
don't think things worked out between Swerve and Bobby. They could probably do Swerve versus MJF.
How about
if-
they do Swerve against me? I literally will take the pin for Swerve to let him win.
It should be Swerve with the Hurt Syndicate. Their unfinished business. You got Swerve with Ricochet. It's
If
still
Swerve's gonna go back to the like dealing with the Hurt Syndicate, it's probably gonna be at All In. They'll probably do Swerve Bobby again at All In.
Well,
I
Ricochet
thought
still
they
needs
was
to
going to put
join.
Ricochet with the Hurt Syndicate. That would have made sense.
But I mean, but honestly
mean-
speaking, they just need to take the belt off Moxley. You didn't even see the belt tonight. That's how
Just give
ridiculous.
it to
You haven't seen it
Just
since
give it.
October, Dre. You haven't seen it since October.
It's like, bro, I mean, they
Just
didn't
give it
even
to
have
I
the
forgot what it looks
they
like.
didn't even have the briefcase tonight.
He doesn't. He said he's the world champion, right? He's the championship, so he's the champion. So when you look at him, you're looking at the belt.
No,
Whatever
it's,
type of
it's the
shit that
stupidest
means.
thing ever. Like at this point, just drop the shit already. Like
This is why Vince didn't let Moxley have creative control. This is why you don't give certain people creative control because they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Byron, I'm gonna tell you right now, probably half of AEW has creative control,
And that's why they're in the
you don't
situation they're
even-
in now, Wolf. They're fucked up because they
No,
have too
like
much
the thing
creative
is,
control.
even people
They-
who
like,
don't even
didn't they-
necessarily know about Malachi had creative control in AEW.
didn't they learn this though from WCW not to give the wrestlers creative control? Like 'cause you saw how
Look what happened with
bad
Hulk
that
Hogan.
Sometimes it
Hulk
works
Hogan
with-
said, "That ain't gonna work for me, brother."
You
Yeah,
heard
it
what
got
Punk
like
said,
the
right?
NWO
They're
got
not a
horrible
business.
because of that.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes
Listen,
like Malachi,
right,
it was
right,
fine because he was
Right.
putting.
They're just an
he was
indie. They're just an indie
helping,
wrestling company with a billionaire. That's all they are.
elevate Julia and Brody and Buddy. Like Malachi was just working with the others. He wasn't focusing on himself.
Yankees are now 3-2. Fucking
It's
things.
100 and
Man, look,
58 games left.
I'm not tripping too much off the 3-2 record. I mean,
Tell them again.
You're not
It's
tripping.
100
How do you
Hey,
think
gotta
I'm
check your
fucking
phone.
feeling?
Check your phone.
All right, I'm
What says some of
I'm
the
wetting my pants over here.
I found a
what are you
Match-
wearing
match.
your pants for? It's a 182 game
nervous.
season. For
I'm
what?
nervous.
I found
looking
a
good.
match for
I'm not looking
Bloodsport
good.
13.
Look, you know how we do.
Yeah,
But you know,
Zack
but here's the
Sabre
thing, though,
Jr.
Dre,
versus Jonathan
this is
Gresham.
what's really crazy is like we could have, if we were 3-1 as of today, I wouldn't be that upset because yesterday's game we had in the fucking bag.
Mm-hmm.
We
We
were
did.
up 4-2. We had Will who pitched 5 innings, allowed 1 hit in 5 innings with 4 strikeouts. Then they brought in fucking Cruz who had fucking 3 more innings and 4 fucking strikeouts. We literally were going into the 8th inning with a win. With the win in the bottom of the 7th inning while everybody was stretching after glizzying down fucking hot dogs and tiramisu, we had the fucking win. We had it. But what did Boone think? Oh, let's go through the whole pitching rotation and let's just see what we could play with. And he brought in 5 other losers to cost us the fucking game. To cost us the fucking
So,
game.
You got
but you know what
150
you just
games
said?
left. You'll be okay.
That's been the problem though the whole time. The Yankees, we've had the
But-
hitting
but
and the
like
pitching,
tonight-
but we don't have good closing. That's what I.
Well,
that's
yeah,
what-
Devin Williams now is out on paternity leave because his wife's having a baby. She better
He'll be
close
back. He'll be
those
back.
fucking legs up and wait till the postseason is over. All right, that baby's not allowed to come out until fucking November. I swear to God, I want that boy back in the Bronx pitching better than he did in Game 1 because in Game 1 he looked very rusty and we got very lucky with
That
that
was too
first win.
sluggish.
Then we have fucking what is it? Cole's out for the year. This other guy's out possibly for the
I'm
first
telling you,
half
that
of the
picture,
season.
Ryan, I sent you on Instagram is crazy.
Devin's out for
Oh,
majority
I'm
of the
trying to check
games,
now.
which sucks. And then on top of that, what is his name? Rodon, who pitched in the second
Rodon,
game.
yeah.
Who pitched in the second game? Who pitched really well in the second game of the fucking 3 games against the Brewers? Had a shit fucking run today. First inning, he gave a 2-run home run to a fucking 4th spot in the fucking Diamondbacks lineup. I don't understand it. Like, but it, you could say the rain and the way that the ball was being handled because of the wetness. Like, that's fine. There's like certain elements, but like even with the torpedo bats, they were doing shit. Volpe, again, this is the second day in a row that the bottom half of the fucking lineup is keeping the Yankees alive. Bellinger, Goldschmidt, Judge, all sucked ass yesterday. And they sucked more ass tonight. And the same with Jazz. Jazz didn't do much tonight either. A little bit
He's
better than he
overrated.
did yesterday.
He's overrated. He's
But
overrated.
Jazz did absolute dog shit last
overrated.
night. Then we had Volpe and Cabrera and everybody else on the bottom half of that fucking thing after Wells pulling numbers and actually putting us on the fucking board. Volpe hit a fucking 2-run home run to make it a 4-3 game in the 9th inning. We had to wait to the 9th inning to get a fucking run against Puck, who closed us yesterday in 3 fucking innings easily.
Well, Dylan, the Diamondbacks are a pretty decent team too, and you guys got a lot of old guys too. You got to remember.
That's the only.
And
That's
I got
the
booed.
one concern
Audio.
with me. But
Wild.
I think
Got a lot
we're
of
still a
old
good
guys.
team, but
Just got
it
judged.
is a little concerning that we are
There's a lot
starting to
of
get a
old
little older. Because
And
you're right. I
injured
think
guys.
Judge is one of the few younger pieces we got, but some of
Yeah,
those
it's
guys.
just Judge.
Judge,
Everybody else is old.
Volpe's young.
Volpe's not a power hitter. Volpe's not a
Well,
power hitter.
Volpe's been keeping the fucking 5 games right now alive.
Dylan, that's because y'all playing in Yankee Stadium. Everything's a home run. You got to realize y'all have to go on the road eventually. Okay.
We're not playing on a Little League field. I want everybody
Yes,
to stop
y'all are.
saying
You have the
we're not
shortest
playing on
dimensions
no
in the
Little
Major
League
League,
field.
and
If
y'all
we
have
look
were
the
like
playing on a
cheap
Little
ass.
League field, everybody in the whole roster.
Brian, look like
would have a
they're
fucking
ending
home
on
run.
time tonight.
Oh,
Well, remember Swerve said that he was
Yeah.
coming after Moxley, so we'll still see how that goes.
or they just want to forget about it.
No, they already did the whole.
What did they do?
They started the show with Swerve and Moxley.
No, but he said during this interview
It
backstage.
didn't happen. Shh. No,
I-
it didn't
I don't
happen.
know, maybe
Okay, we know what
AEW
he said.
exclusive.
We know what he said.
It'll be on
And
YouTube.
They're gonna drop it. They're gonna drop it.
All I'm gonna say about the
Well,
picture,
I
Brian,
mean, he
is
just
it involves
was saying
Charlotte.
it for what's it called, Dynasty. So Dynasty, they.
Oh, we got
Swerve will
our
get his
last game
hands
against the
on Moxley.
Diamondbacks tomorrow night.
Now
Hopefully
we
can
just
come
can't
back.
get swept by these fools, but
If we get swept, I'm gonna be pissed.
then I'd be like, okay.
Because after this is the Pirates.
Oh, y'all will beat them.
We go to Pittsburgh for that.
Oh, y'all will beat them. They suck.
We should beat them,
No,
which
they-
is a shame because Byron. Who's,
Yeah, Friday
who's
is
who's their
the
star?
Pirates.
Yeah,
Oh,
Paul's-
never mind. They're
Who,
they're
and I
slow.
don't understand why he never left because I'm like,
Well, he
y'all
just
don't
got
have
there.
any-
He
y'all
just
don't-
got there.
y'all don't have anybody but him.
He just got there. Last
Yeah,
year.
so
He
we
ain't going
got
nowhere yet.
so we go to Pittsburgh for 3, Detroit for 3,
Oh, his Swerve. Okay, they didn't forget about the segment.
Okay, I
and
guess
then
we're
we
doing
got
it. Awesome.
3 games back at home with
Got
the
150
Giants,
more left.
the Royals, and the Rays. The Rays is 4 games.
Okay, he is go. They didn't forget about it, Byron. He is going after him.
Which means he's going to lose on Sunday because he's going to get the upper hand tonight. So
Oh
Yeah.
man, Byron, me and you starting
man.
April 25th.
April
Starting April
25th?
28th.
oh, Rogers.
Monday.
What's up,
Monday,
Raj?
7:05. Me and you.
What day is
Monday,
this? Monday
a
what?
Sunday. What is it?
Why all these games
Monday-
on? There's too many streams.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. All night games. Me and you are going at each other in April. 28th, 29th, and 30th.
You all right, Dylan? You done spazzing
He's
out for the
finally
night?
come to the dark side. He's finally got behind what
Nah,
I've been
that was a
saying
great
for
that was a
over
great
year.
that was a great spaz out earlier. I ain't gonna front. That was threw me off the
You're
damn
welcome.
treadmill. I enjoyed that.
Yes, he finally joined the dark side.
I'm
Wait a
done.
minute.
I
So wait a
deleted.
minute. What the hell was
I-
that all about? He did all that fussing with Hangman, and then he just Hangman.
Yeah, this man getting jumped
Oh.
before the show, and he getting beat by everybody.
Yeah,
Well, Marina
I've
is
deleted the
beating up
YouTube
the
channel. I
girl.
don't give a fuck. It's Yankee season. That's all I care about now.
Oh no!
But yeah, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Mhm.
I'm not even watching the show.
Oh wait a minute,
So-
Byron.
Yo.
So you said Swerve got the upper hand, and look like he's getting his ass beat. So
Oh, he getting his
He's
ass beat.
getting-
Okay.
He got this got
Well,
thrown to
I'm
a
behind.
mirror.
I'm behind.
He got
I'm behind.
thrown
I'm
to a
feeling
mirror.
So I'm guessing tonight was a completely shit show, right?
Did
Oh,
not feel like a
absolutely.
go home show for a pay per view, and they threw random matches on a pay per view.
And we're also getting possibly two Owen Hart Cup matches on Dynasty on Sunday.
We are.
Fletcher,
It's confirmed.
Osprey and Knight for sure. And it sounds like Mercedes and
Mercedes
Julia
and
Hart.
Julia.
Happening.
It is confirmed.
All right, so Julia Hart and Mercedes
Wolf Girl
and
getting buried.
Osprey and
you said, wait a minute. You said who's getting buried?
Julia.
Julia. Hart.
You
Just
think
like-
she's getting buried?
Yeah,
She's
she was
not.
cool with Malachi.
she's playing. She's versing Mercedes.
He's about to go into the toy bin.
Not
He's
the
going
toy
into the
bin.
toy bin. Once Malachi
Not
debuts in
the
a couple
toy
weeks,
bin.
she's going into the toy bin with Brody, Buddy, and all of them. They're all
You
going
see what
together.
happened last night
Okay.
with Ricky Starks?
Yeah, because you're
You see
right.
what happened last
Julia
night,
was
Ricky?
that girl.
Dre, how many times have we seen AEW people get pushed and then all of a sudden either they go to WWE, say something nice about CM Punk, or someone leaves that they're cool with and they get buried? It just is what
You're
it is.
right.
You
That
see what
does
happened
It
last
just
night with
is
Ricky
what it is.
Starks winning the title?
It
That
just
was
is
a
what it
big
is.
All right,
middle finger.
All right,
to
Dylan.
AEW.
Appreciate you, man.
I'm
All
out
right,
of here.
Dylan.
All right,
Thank you
man.
all. Good night. Good
Dylan.
night. Enjoy your wreshling.
You're
Um,
gonna be back.
Don't
You'll
worry,
be
we got
watching
it tomorrow,
Friday.
man. We
You'll be
got it
watching
tomorrow.
Friday. You'll be watching Friday.
I'm not. I'm watching Yankees. I don't.
You'll watch Friday. You'll
I'm
be
not
back.
watching.
All
No,
wrestling
Friday's
fans
gonna be
are
a good show, man.
I
Friday's
know,
gonna be a
it
good
is.
show.
I'm telling you,
Yes,
watch
okay.
WWE about to pick up the heat, man. They're back in the
Right,
States. They're not in the
right.
international
I'd rather watch SmackDown than
And
this.
Cena just did an interview and said he has some unpredictability left. So I felt like he's going to show up before the next 3 weeks.
What is he
Probably
gonna
Rock
brush
maybe.
his teeth? What is he gonna do?
I mean, Monday was great. Dylan, what else you need, man? That was good. It was real good. We don't get shit like that on Wednesday. We don't get shit like that.
Powerbomb into the
Promo was
glass.
good.
I ain't gonna say it was great. I'm gonna say it was
Promo
alright.
was good, but like again,
It was
a
all right.
really
I'm
good
not gonna-
segment. It was one of the best
But-
segments of the year so far. Stop. It was one of the best segments of the year in wrestling so far. I don't care what you think. It was. It was great.
It was alright.
It was good.
It's better than the first
You
two times.
just
Byron,
wish
I love
knew
you.
about the Rock.
Byron, I love you,
Appreciate you.
but
brother.
don't turn into Wolf, please, and start booking the WWE. Please to God.
Oh God.
Please to God.
Please don't
to
do
God.
I
that.
bet you WrestleMania
Please
will
don't
be
do
10
that.
times better.
Please
than
don't
that.
do that.
I'm
First,
willing
you'll
to
get
tell
Wolf upset
So
because then he
Byron,
can't be in bed with Papa H,
he
and
just
he'll only be in bed with Tony Khan.
WrestleMania will be good, but I think only just. Also, what the heck? And Swerve is no selling glass.
Yeah.
Great.
What's up, Dre? You said something? My fault.
Good night,
I
guys.
said,
All right, Dylan.
I said, look,
Appreciate you, brother.
Good night.
he just got his ass beat. You think he's still not gonna
Yes.
win on Sunday?
I still think he's losing.
I
I still think they're going to
he's
stick with the Darby plan. Yeah.
I mean, like I said, they like the very, very unlikely path is they could give it to Swerve, do Swerve and Eddie, and then maybe they give it to Eddie and then do Eddie and Darby. I don't know.
I don't know either, but
No, I swear, man.
Because I don't think they would do
that-
Swerve and Darby again at All In.
I don't think Swerve loses. I think it might really be Hangman. I think Hangman wins the Owen Hart, and I think it's Swerve and Hangman. And I think Hangman gets the win over Swerve at in Texas.
that would be nice, Dre. But I just feel
Oh,
like
that actually makes
They're
sense. Yeah.
going to keep Moxley with the
They
title.
keep
somehow.
the
I wanted to
one
be a
thing
Will Osprey.
AEW is doing right in a long-term booking is that they are keeping this feud with Swerve and Hangman going on for some reason. I think that's just headed to the summer.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
I want it
maybe
to
they
be,
could
I
do
want it to be Will Osprey
Mox
taking
and
the belt from
Hangman
Mox.
at Texas.
I'm still sticking out and
Hey,
say
but
Will Osprey.
if
say Will
Mox
Osprey wins that
loses on Sunday night, I will be the happiest camper. You will see me jumping up and down on stream. Okay.
Yeah. I'm still saying. Will
I
Osprey
swear
taking
that's
it.
the only you make a good point about Julia Hart because I was like Julia Hart, Mercedes. That's going to be a good match.
Like
but I
they could have
think
just did that for the
yeah.
title. If
I
they
mean,
wanted
it
to do
will
that.
be a good match for
Just
sure.
do it for the title.
But you're right. I forgot that Julia was with the whole. I forgot about it that quick that Malachi was with them because she was over. Julia Hart
And
was
then she
over
got
before
hurt.
the injury.
And she got hurt.
But then you're right. Since
Up
the injury,
Blake
she
versus
came back.
Pro.
They haven't sold her the same either. So you're right.
Oh,
I'm gonna just say this
okay.
though, Jerry. Will Osprey
Byron,
needs to take it.
Byron,
Well, you say
said
Will Osprey. I like Will Osprey, but I don't think he's winning the Owen Hart challenge. Now, if he wins it, then I might be like it's going to be him. But then I don't see Swerve and
Because
Will.
it's like I don't know what else you do with them. I feel like you have potential stories with a lot of these different people, but it's like I don't know what Osprey's feud is going to be after he just finished things up with none other than Kyle Fletcher. So it's like,
Yeah.
are you going to have him go after the TNT title? Because presuming that Adam Cole wins it,
True.
Look, I
so
don't know what
Byron,
you do because look, I didn't think that my boy would win the belt yesterday.
Oh no, he was winning, Dre. You knew
Ricky.
Ricky was winning. You knew he was
Byron,
winning.
But now I see once they had Ethan Page attack him, I'm like, okay, now I see what you guys are doing.
So Byron, you were asking about the international title triple threat. Mike Bailey is scheduled
Really, Byron?
for a match on Collision. We are getting Mike Bailey versus Jalistico, Ricochet on commentary, and probably Kenny Omega will show
Oh gosh,
up.
Ricochet on commentary, my ears will bleed. Please, God, no. Why?
Why? Is going to bleed.
Why? My ears will bleed.
Ear bleed.
Oh, I'll be watching. I'll
Bro,
be
you
watching
missed
Duke
something
and
though
Houston
from
on
AEW.
Saturday night.
And
instead
then
of,
we will
Collision.
also get
Sure, that will,
Powerhouse Hobbs and Tomohiro Ishii
talk
versus
about another
Kyle
fumble.
Fletcher and Konosuke Takeshita.
Why
in
is
separate
Powerhouse
collision.
Hobbs just teaming with
I
random
will
people?
say this though. I will
Where
say
is
this
the
though.
Beast Mortos at?
He'll
He will
probably
be
go
in Jalistico's
Is he
corner.
still
on
doing
Saturday.
bestiality
He'll
and shit?
be teasing a love story
I will
with
say this though.
Polygram.
I will
He's
say this
teasing
though,
a
Dre.
love story.
Yes, they put Harley Cameron in a mask that she likes hologram and Beast Mortos. So she's in a lucha love triangle thing.
I'll say
Oh
this
my
though,
God.
Dre. The only thing you pretty much
That
missed,
sounds
Dre,
terrible.
tonight is
It is.
in the opening match. After the match,
It said it is.
John Moxley just paradigm shift Willow Nightingale.
Yeah, yeah, that was messed up. I was like, geez, man. I
I'm
knew
like-
it was coming though. I knew something.
Moxley sleeping on the couch tonight.
No, he's sleeping outside in the car.
Oh my gosh, what is going on?
Hey,
All right, let's wrap this up. So I get up early tomorrow. I'll start with you, Wolf. Go ahead, Wolf. How you feeling?
Honestly, I mean, this is, in my opinion, this show has been better than most go home shows. Not a high bar, but it is something. Honestly, I can live with what we got. And I'm glad that it's not just throw every first round match of the Owen Cup on Dynasty. I figured it wouldn't be. It's just get Osprey and Mercedes on Dynasty, which makes sense. We still don't have the tag title match made official. We still don't have, which will probably be done on Saturday. We don't have the Jericho versus Bandito mask versus.
Oh shoot, I forgot about that.
I'd rather just do mask versus hair.
Just do it on Collision or Dynamite. I don't care.
Well, Jericho
Don't
has
do it
the
at all.
ROH title, so.
But you gotta think about this though. Wouldn't it be better if it's like mask versus
At
hair
this
and
point, I
everybody?
think Jericho versus Bandito might be on the pre-show. As
I hope so. And oh Lord, if
I
I
don't
go
know,
to if I go
make
to the I
tag
forgot
title
if I go to this thing, that means I got to get there like 5 because they're going to be
No,
wrestling
you
for
don't.
like
No,
6
you
hours.
don't. You don't have to watch the pre-show. No, you don't. Just get there for the main show.
Because the wrestling just going to be on until like.
Or don't
1
waste your
o'clock.
money at all, Dre. Don't waste your money at all.
Dre, just join us. Just join us. How about that?
You know how I feel. about
that would serve us better if you just joined us. Yes. Join me and Byron in suffering.
And Leo.
It is what it
And of
is.
course,
I
definitely
think
Leo.
I can. I mean, right now I like the card of Dynasty. I think it's a good card, even though I don't know. Definitely there are some definitely. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be questions which will probably be answered next week, Dynamite. But it is what it is. I think Eddie is returning on Dynasty. In Dynasty. After the main event, because the Eddie Kingston has the connection with Claudio, with Moxley, with even Pac, even Wheeler. So it makes sense that Eddie works with the Death Riders in some shape or form, especially if he's cleared, which it seems like he is. So I don't know. We might get Moxley versus Eddie at Double or Nothing, or maybe they do a swerve and maybe they have Swerve win and then Eddie comes back, joins the Death Riders. We get Swerve versus Eddie, and then the rest of the Death Riders can be part of Anarchy in the Arena against like Rated FTR and
Please don't say
whoever.
Young Bucks.
Rated whatever their name is,
Darby,
they're going to lose to.
Go ahead, Leo.
Tonight, I'll be honest. I really was kind of underwhelmed, with some of the things that they did on the show. I feel like it could have been better. We're definitely teasing a lot of different things potentially for what we could be seeing at none other than this Sunday, for Dynasty. I'm just surprised that it feels like a lot of the matches are going to be Owen Cup matches. Not saying that's a bad thing, but not necessarily a good thing either. Because it's like you could have built up other stories to go on that show. But we'll see how the match, or at least pay-per-view, plays out for sure. Toni Storm versus Megan Bayne right now might be my favorite match right now. Or at least like the match that I'm looking forward to the most. Besides other matches, I know we're going to see a good triple threat match. But we know Kenny's going to retain that. Mox is more likely going to retain. I feel like we might get new trios champions, but I don't want to. I would love to see a new trios champion to start the downfall of what do you call this faction?
Death
Death Riders.
Riders.
That's the right.
Yeah, maybe we could start the downfall of that team and faction. Hopefully we'll see Adam Cole finally become TNT champion this Sunday. We'll see. Willow Nightingale needs to come back on Sunday and get her get back on Moxley. Probably hit a finisher. That's a receipt coming from Moxley, I feel like. Do I want a new world champion? Yes, I do. I would love it for it to be Swerve. And now that you brought it up, Swerve versus Hangman does make a lot of sense going into All In, finally culminating that feud once and for all for the championship. So why not? I think those two have definitely had great matches in the past. Why not do it one more time, but this time for the title? The last time we competed, seeing those two compete was like a Texas death match, which was really good in my personal opinion. So let it be the third time be the chance for the world title. So
The steel
we'll see how it
cage.
goes.
It was a
At
steel
all.
cage.
It was
Yeah,
steel
it was a
cage.
steel cage.
So we had steel
Yeah,
cage
at
and
All Out.
Texas death match.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go
so-
ahead, Jerry. Oh, go ahead, Leo. My phone. Go ahead.
But yeah, I hope we get a good show. It's just I would have preferred them to give us a good go home show to at least have me a little bit more excited for the show. But we'll see how it plays out.
What's your channel, real quick?
Yeah, my channel is Kicking It with Leo. You guys, I do wrestling content. More content will be on the way. Tomorrow I will be on stream with Jugs as we go through WrestleMania. We'll watch the different WrestleMania matches and pay-per-views, so y'all stay tuned for that. Road to 2,000. Ultimate goal is 10,000 by the end of 2025. More 2K videos will be coming this week as well.
Appreciate it. Go ahead, Jerry, real quick.
Well, since you said real quick, the wrestling sucks. I'm just gonna say that if I do decide to go to this PPV, it's because I want to see Swerve win the belt. Because of course I want to see Mercedes Moné and Julia Hart. I like that match. And then there was one more match that was named the
Osprey and Knight.
no, not that match.
Oh.
It's only like one other match that I'm looking forward to seeing on this.
But
this
Tony
pay-
Storm? Is it Tony
Tony
Storm?
Storm and Megan Bang. That's the match.
Yeah.
I would love to see Megan
Uh,
Bang get the belt though.
Those are the three matches I really look forward to seeing. But other than that, the wrestling is sloppy on this show. It really and yeah, people talk about SmackDown, but my gosh, I mean, it looked like to be acting bad. Like that's how the wrestling just it was just bad tonight. I'll be honest.
Rod, you got anything, man?
Fuck this show. I'm done.
Check out Wolf at Wolf. He's gonna have an aneurysm. He's not. He's excited for it. You doing anything on your channel, Wolf?
I'm probably gonna have some podcast episode out soon. I'm probably going to do some kind of content where I might mention where people online are moaning about WrestleMania Night 1 main event not being the women instead of the men. Even though it makes no sense for, like, I'm sorry, the men clearly have a better story, and whether you like it or not, like, it is.
You know,
Like, this is a career-long story. Io, Rhea, Bianca has only happened for, like,
about
1 month.
less than
And
not
it's booking it terribly, by the way. It's
And-
like
and
dragging
people
out for no
still-
reason.
Yeah,
and it's
Dragging
crazy.
out for no reason.
You know what's crazy though? People are still saying Jay and Gunther should main event. I'm still like, no.
It's probably
No.
gonna open night one. That's probably gonna open.
I'm like,
night
no.
one.
That
Probably
can
gonna
either
open-
at that best.
It could be the number 2 main event, but it ain't gonna be.
Hold on.
It could be
Open
the
night one,
co-main event. It could be co-main
open
event.
night
If you
one.
really
I don't
Probably.
think it's gonna open, Byron. I
think it's
thought
open night one.
at first I thought it was the way it was going, but now
I mean,
I'd say the
yeah,
whole main event.
actually,
I
I
if
think it opens night one, and Charlotte Tiffany Coleman is the prelude to the main event. of
I
night
think
two,
I
the
actually
co-main.
think it's the opposite. I think that Tiffany and them start, and I think Jay.
Yeah, because last
gosh.
year they started
So
with
you want to
Becky
piss?
and
So y'all
Rhea.
gonna piss people off the first match of Mania with Charlotte winning? They're not gonna do that.
They did it with Becky and Rhea last year, and that match won good.
That didn't piss people off. Charlotte pisses people
But that
off.
didn't
more than
piss. You know,
anyone.
he does make
Yeah.
a point. It didn't
You don't want to piss people off the first
because
match, so they're gonna put that
everybody
before
knew that.
Cody and Cena.
Actually,
Rhea was gonna win.
I do have a theory.
Unless they do Intercontinental title. Starting off.
If
No,
if
we
the
don't wanna see
US
a fatal
title
four.
is on the line, it'll probably be the US title. Because they like to put the US title on as an opener.
They did that for the IC for 31 and 32.
Like I said, do Jay and Jimmy. I mean, Jay and Gunther. Get the entrance out the way. Get Gunther losing out the way, and then we can get the moment out the way. But anyway, that's all. We'll talk about Mania later.
About that.
I don't know.
Williams beat him.
Maybe on Dynasty they could have
if he beats him, oh my gosh, bro!
I don't know. Maybe they have Darby come
Try to
back at
beat
Dynasty
Shay?
and cost
They do be
Moxley,
alright.
and then they do.
Why
people
are you
will be-
still talking about this garbage, man?
You don't want to taste real American beer, Dre? One day.
I mean,
Get out my face, man.
maybe they have Darby come back around Dynasty
Heard it tastes
and
good.
cost Moxley, and then at All In they build up to All In, have Darby versus Mox, without the title, and then they do Sword versus Hangman probably.
Well, why are we still talking about this garbage, man? It's over.
That's all I got. We'll see y'all Friday for SmackDown. Check out Wolf on this channel. Wolf,
God.
Wolf Den, Kicking It with Leo. And of course, here on the Fleck Zone podcast, we'll see you Friday for SmackDown.
It's back with vitamins and prayers.
Hey,
Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
I'm dead.